system. Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 megatransfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 megatransfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.
What's up, gamers? Welcome back to yet another beautiful match of TEC Presents Showdown series of Valorant, powered by Crucial and GPU partners Zotac Gaming, as well as media partners Gossip.gg, plus my casting desk partner Raider. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, doing great. After seeing a 2-0 in the very first upper package semifinals, I'm doing great, honestly. So I'm looking forward to it, like maybe another 2-0, as we were predicting even before the action started.
Yes, I mean, I think that it's going to be a very difficult match for both the teams. I do have a little bit of lineage towards Asterisk. I do think that they are going to have the upper hand on this, but I definitely want to see something new coming up from the opposite side as well, because the more there are, inventions and experiments going on, the more interesting it keeps getting. But I do believe that this is going to be one big one. And for that, we have a very justified prize pool as well. So let's take a look at that.
The prize pool is of 1 lakh rupees, and eventually the champions are going to get 50,000 rupees. The runner-ups, 30,000 for them, and the third position team is going to get 20,000 rupees as well. So the podium finishing teams will be getting not just the bragging rights of being the top 3, but apart from that, the prize pool of 1 lakh rupees is also going to get bifurcated in between them. It's a pretty decent prize pool, and at the same point, it is raising the bars, the stakes, and at the same point, the competition as well.
Yep, not only that, the also incentive and total motivation of being in this tournament is getting boomed up by that. But yeah, let's take a look at the format and find out what the journey has been like for these teams. They did go all the way from the open qualifiers from 11th to 15th November. Right now, we are in the playoff stage, which is double elimination and BO3s every single match. Currently, we are in the upper brackets, and the teams that are going to be playing this particular match will have a safety net for themselves, but that is not going to last very long, because very soon we're going to be entering the grand finals on the 23rd of November, which is going to be a best of 5, a test of pure endurance.
Oh yeah, a BO5 in which where the top two teams of the season will be fighting against each other. It will be fun. Mark your calendars, guys, for that. But let's have a look at the brackets as well because a lot has changed from day number one. To be honest, we have had 8 teams, the top 8 teams in the upper bracket quarterfinals. From there, 4 dropped into the lower bracket, and then we already have a bit favorable to 2 of them, like Exo and eventually 05.exe going out of the competition. Now it seems like that in the upper bracket we will get to have a very good fun run because PUBG Esports 13-3 and 13-8 is what they were able to deliver against 120 FPS, and that's how 120 FPS is currently dropping down to Aravata Esports. I thought maybe there will be a redemption type of fight if Asterisk drops down once again into the lower bracket, but no. Whoever drops down from
Yeah.
Asterisk to Xcrew, they are going to face a battle against Celestial Esports. Things are getting spicy in
Exactly.
brackets as well.
True that, true that. I mean, for both the matches, the revenge matchup has not been the possibility in the lower brackets, but there are definitely going to be opportunities for them to fight each other in the coming matches. However, talking about the current one, we have Xcrew versus Asterisk. I mean, the way Asterisk plays, I just want to go ahead and see what players are going to be up on the boards because we know there's going to be Doxer. And he's not only up in the team, he's also up in the overall level up
Yeah.
leaderboard. He's up there on the top MVPs. He's just doing magic.
Oh yeah, but I'm also eyeing for Yash and Icarus at the same point. River and Wave, no doubt in that, phenomenal individuals, but at the same point, how they are going to add on to the effect of a team, that is what we want to really see because there is a spot that is open in the upper bracket finals, and this team really needs that spot in order to like dominate, or maybe even if they are going to go down to the lower bracket, might get to see some beautiful action over there as well. You never know how the performance is going to go, but yeah, these are the 3 names that I'm eyeing for. Doxer for sure, Yash and Icarus. At the same point, would love to see what River and Wave are going to bring to the table because at the end it's a 5v5 competition. You need to have those 5 individuals sitting in the same synergy and then playing along the way, getting some good valuable rounds in their favor. But now let's talk about their opponents, the Xcrew. The battle will be pretty amazing, but let's see who are the individuals who are coming from Xcrew. Well, it's Ash, Arjun, Salon, Goranj, and Rage. Out of these 5 individuals, I think Goranj and it's Ash, they have already showcased their talent in the past as well in the past few seasons. But any comments on how Xcrew is going to come back, Hana?
I mean, I have quite a lot of faith in Goranch and Ceylon. The way these two players play, they've got their names up on the leaderboard as well in top 10. They're still struggling to find themselves in the top 5, but yeah, they're definitely up there. And I feel the way their own firepower works can definitely enable the team, but we do need to find out which maps it's going to be and how much their firepower is going to be enabled in that, so that we can find out how the team fits in the overall scenario. So let's take a look at the maps that are going to be played today. And okay. I mean, yeah, Haven and Ascent, we were definitely expecting those, but Abyss is also up there in the mix, and that too not as a decider. As the second map itself, it's been picked by Asterisk.
Interesting. They want to spice up the competition. They want to make sure that Xcrew is not going to feel comfortable even if they win the first map. This is a very good decision, I believe, but only if Asterisk is going to be on par with their own play, because we have seen teams falling down today and yesterday as well in their own map picks. So that has been the case in Season 6. So definitely looking forward to see if Abyss is going to be any different or not. But at the same point, kicking it off with a triple-sided map, I don't know how fruitful it is going to be. It's a pick for Xcrew. They could have gone for obviously Ascent or maybe Bind as well, but they have decided on Haven. Split is there, Pearl is up there. I'm looking forward to see what Xcrew is going to bring to the table, because now the attacking half, it is actually in the favor of Asterisk, and you know that every single triple-sided map is basically one of those maps where if your attackers are on point, you can really have a lot of value, because then the defenders are pretty much bifurcated in between 3 sides. So yeah, let's wait and watch.
Absolutely. Let's see how this is going to unfold, because again, I do believe that, as we mentioned in the last match as well, Haven is one of those maps alongside Lotus, to be honest, where you just have the defenders scattered so thinly around the map that it becomes very easy for the attackers to go ahead and keep faking and just keep changing their minds whenever they want and still have the best of their times. But yeah, let's see how map 1 is going to unfold, because that's going to give us a lot of insight on how much struggle one or the other team is going to have on the second one. Because again, once you have the first map in your pockets, everything starts looking much more brighter, because all you need after that is 50% win chance.
winning the first map is going to be very important, as you rightly call it out, and I agree with that point because of the fact that if you have the first map in your favor, you have the idea of how you can beat your opponent. Obviously the map will change, the agent selects will change in the next particular map, but at the same point the second map is where you can have that leverage of mental pressure onto the opponents. But yeah guys, diving into the agent selections, let's see what we have. Yash pretty quickly locking onto that Neon. We have Dogzo playing on the Sova. River going for the Breach, so this is going to be fun. Fault line or maybe a Flash. At the same point, Neon peeking in,
Yep.
getting some good values. In order to answer back, Ceylon also goes in with the Neon.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a mirror comp on both sides. We might see a Killjoy come in for its Ash or be a Cypher. It could be either. But yes, if you do have a Neon on the opposite side, having a Cypher does help a lot. We did notice in the last match that we saw on Haven that every single time that Neon was trying to go ahead, use her overdrive, use her slides in, there was a tripwire waiting for her, and it just made things quite difficult for the side of Neon players. So let's see how that's going to unfold. It does seem like it's going to be a Cypher from the side of its Ash as well. I mean, it's kind of shifting the meta overall if you think about it, Raider, because we have always seen a Killjoy be a much better agent at being able to control an area, at being able to push back the enemies and just, be the better sentinel, specifically on three-sided maps. But then again, if you have a Neon coming in instead of a Jet or any other duelist, it just becomes kind of more necessary to shut her down because of how overpowered all her utilities are. And I think picking a Cypher just makes a little bit more sense in those moments.
The only reason why I love KJ in this particular map, or any map to be honest, is basically the post-plant play that you can bring in into the picture, the nano swarms and the turret and bot, which can give you a lot of info at the same point. It was effective, but as you rightly called it out, the meta is shifting. We have seen a lot of deadlock as well in Season 5, so you never know which particular Sentinel lately is going to be the Sentinel for a lot of teams. Chamber is someone which I'm missing a lot, honestly, due to the fact that it has got a very big radius for the rendezvous. So I duly believe that it can be a very good choice, maybe in the near future. But for now, it seems like that Cypher, KJ, there is just two of them which are getting picked every now and then in every single particular map. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, how the play is going to get established. Now that it's a mirror comp, it is now trickling down to how those individuals who are controlling the keyboard and mouse, what are they going to do?
Absolutely. Also, it's very well going to depend on how they're going to synergize with each other because, again, both of these teams, the fact that they are where they are, does claim that they both have enough prowess when it comes to their mechanical skills, but how they're going to support each other is going to be a major question. A quick, aggressive entry into Site C, and that's going to be complete dominance. There's full control on Site C from the side of Asterisk, and it seems like Xcrew is just left to pick up their pieces right now.
I must wait a moment.
The plant is over. It's a post-plant scenario with Chris. Look at him. Still holding the spawn.
Yeah.
This one is going to be fierce. He's just waiting if somebody is going to overstep the boundaries, come back with a backstab. He's trying to deny that. Way finds one. Yash gets another one. Arjun retaliates. Doxer has been picked away. Goranj. Oh my god. River, Yash. It is down to the last two individuals, but the timer is running low. A fault line.
Last player
Trying
standing.
to go for a defusal. Goranj finds one more. They need to now push in. Oh my god. What?
Oh,
that right
wow.
click. Way found Arjun. And he got that pick, and that's how it's Asterisk who's going to win this one. Brilliant play coming in from the sides.
Absolutely, absolutely. I like the positioning that they had post-plant. They mostly had all of their players inside the site itself. Kept going for that damage, made sure that the HP was brought down to very little for all the players that did survive from the side of Xcrew. And then all that was left for the remaining two players to do was just make sure that the plant does not get diffused. And they very well did that. I mean, I am impressed by the overall strategy that came in for the first round. And the one and only thing is it can only work for the first round when you have only pistols to fight with. Once you have guns coming in, you cannot follow through with the same thing.
Let's wait. 1 minute and 20 more seconds. Timer is running. But at the same point, if you see, it's a basically A heavy approach coming in from the sides of defenders. A and in just the B side, we get to see the Cypher holding. I think right now, what Xcrew is waiting for in the second round is basically, can we give some or the other economical disadvantage to our opponent? Can we put down at least 2 to 3 individuals from their sides? If that's possible, they'll be happy because it's a bonus buy. And Asterisk on the other corner, if they lose 2 to 3 individuals out of this particular matchup out of this round, then they will obviously have to reinvest. So for that same sake, I do believe they are currently just eyeing to get the better out of it. Asterisk.
This is a punishing situation.
Beautiful,
The
beautiful
judge
play.
in that position. Oh goodness. There's no room for the players from Xcrew.
Shock
I mean,
dart.
they already are. Exactly. A shock dart. I mean, they're definitely running low on their weaponry. But then again, the way the annihilation is coming is just crazy. Look at that. Single person loss for the side of Asterisk and a 3k from Yesh. You don't want the Neon to get that many kills. You do not.
Yeah.
The sooner that overdrive comes in, the worse the game gets for you.
I mean, I do remember what happened with PUBG. Their overdrives and all. In every single
Thanks to the
ult
Cypher.
usage rounds, whenever we got to see, the ultimate coming through, it was always somehow the ultimate going in vain. But yeah, they were still winning the round, so that's something which is beneficial. But then again, if you have Neon, one of the best asset that you have is, of course, that overdrive. And if it's not working, then it's something that is not working in your favor. But now that Recon is going to give a lot of info. Arjun is out here holding up the A. But it's good. Xcrew knows that there might be a hit on C or B. That's why they've also relocated their major assets towards the B side.
True that. Well, a very quick entry into the site yet again. This time again, the tripwire is gonna get in the way, but still, Yesh manages to get a frag after being caught into that. Ceylon, however, giving equal competition as the opposite Neon. It's a 1v3 now. It's not gonna be easy. Goran's just shutting Wave down.
Not
These
that
are
ideal
very
of a round,
quick
to be honest. The way
rounds.
they pushed in.
True.
Yeah, this one was quick, but the way Yash got that first frag, after that Ceylon did something wonderful. A 3k
Yeah.
that angle. That was very, very impressive because, see, the fact is, it was a wall bangable box. It's not like that you are going to have a very good hard cover and you can hide, you can wait for your teammates to come through. This guy is just with the gun power that he had completely pushed the players away, and there was no way that the plant could have happened. Brilliant. Xcrew now with their first round and some decent buys in their favor. I don't think so. Asterisk is also going to have a trouble with their buys because they were playing on their bonus buy in the previous one, so it's good for them that they do have some decent weapons in their favor along with the utils that they wanted to with the full shields. Ceylon but still holding in garage with that beautiful judge. And Yash on the other corner, he's waiting for a moment to come through where he will gain some info and then push in with the overdrive.
Ceylon's position is pretty good. Yesh might just fall prey to that judge, and this judgment is not gonna be good for him. I am liking the
Look at
tension
this
between
again.
Ceylon and Yesh here. Yep.
Yeah. Nobody's moving, but finally, Ceylon will.
Oh,
He knows that he's got a judge. He can. Look at that. The aim is right on the torso. Is he going to shoot? He's just waiting to see that first pixel moving. A barrel peeking in. Overdrive.
oh, that
There you
overdrive
go.
got shut
Ceylon is going to
down.
completely put him away.
30 seconds left.
No time.
He went for one, got two. It's already a good result for the side of that very little investment that you have to do in a judge. Doxo will be able to shut Ceylon down, though it will become a 3v3 situation, but definitely not as optimal for either of the teams. Now that the time is running out that quickly, I think Arjun will be a spoil sport.
Spike down A.
The plant. Oman needs to fight back.
Player standing.
Okay, a 1v1. All Xcrew's Breach had to do is just wait for it. Just wait for the timer
Yep.
to run low. Just wait to see that what is something that the opponent is going to do because the timer is already down, so the plant could have not happened. Unfortunate, but this is how the reality is going to work. Your overdrive will go down with a help of mere judge. And this is something which is pretty much conventional, to be honest. Whenever you have Neon or even a raise for the same matter in bind, you have to have some bucky plays and judge plays in your favor, and that's exactly what from PUBG happened, and that's exactly what is happening from the sides of Xcrew as well.
Yep. And it's being very, very costly for the side of Asterisk. Xcrew has been able to find themselves the equalizer, plus also the economic stability for themselves because they are looking good with the weaponry they're going to be able to run with. But we have to see if Asterisk has an answer for this. So far, it seems like they don't. That's a painful Hunter's
One more
Fury.
hit. 3 individuals already tagged, but Asterisk have lost one of their own. The Neon is out. Plant, not yet happened. They're going to completely relocate, maybe back to A. But in mid, through Garage, thought maybe Salon is going to come in, but it's Ash on the other corner, finds few amazing picks as well. Arjun gets one more, smokes us down to the last 2 individuals. I think there was a thrifty buy coming in from their corner, so they won't be able to get a lot, but they'll still get some good frags. Wow, Icarus and River. That's good.
That is good. Those sheriffs are being very punishing right now. But this is not the most optimal situation. The fight is gonna start off and the Cypher is gonna get the better of it. Ash gets 4 for himself in this particular one. That's damaging. That's definitely damaging.
Oh yeah. But it was a thrifty for them. They just bought in some sheriffs to play. Got 3 frags. Icarus and River. Beautiful synergy between them. Good trade fire being set up. Playing on the right and left corner of that link area. It was good. Obviously, winning a round is something that they need to eye on. Okay, that trip. Okay, he collects the trip back. I thought maybe this trip is going to be somewhat unexpected for the opponents. A spy cam in the garage. Hunter's Fury available in order to make an entry. Yash already stunned. Arjun takes down River.
With Breach gone, there's definitely going to be some difficulty trying to penetrate site A, but let's see. The entry has been easy. There's been a fast execution into the site. The plant, however, is going down. In the meanwhile, look at the defense getting completely collected into heaven. This is not going to be a fight that can be fought that easily. You have no players on Graffiti, which is a very crucial angle for a fight like this in the post-plant scenarios on side C. I don't see the reason for that over-aggression from the side of Yash.
He had a very good choke point under his cover.
Yep.
Because ideally, when you have players holding a shot, a main, and the site as well, you oftentimes get to see that player don't even check the left corner because it's just a small spot. We have seen a lot of times that people don't even consider that they might be an opponent holding this angle. And Yash had a very good spot. He could have at least got 2 frags from there, from that angle. But anyway, this is not looking ideal for Asterisk. In a bit of an attack-oriented map, you are failing. But still, guys, 6 rounds done, 6 more. Maybe there is 8-4 written in their name.
Might very well be. You never know. You never know. But being on the attacking side, Asterisk does have to make sure that they keep getting as many rounds as possible for building themselves the cushioning that they require for the second half.
Wow, Arjun.
Oh well, they've already lost their biggest intel collector.
That was just fierce. I mean, the way Arjun just utilized that recon dart and at the same point brought in his weapon, randomly shoots a bullet,
I must wait a moment.
gets a frag. That is just one of those moments where you feel that you're the best. But yeah,
True
at
that.
the same point,
Right there.
4 individuals still left. Neural Theft is out. So is Cypher. But they do have a Rolling Thunder to completely get an entry under their control. But I believe the reason why WG was successful and why Asterisk is not successful in this mix is basically their Sentinel not being that on par. Because usually you get to see on attack rounds, Caramel got a lot of info for them. But here, cannot say the same.
Completely agree on that. But well, the trades are still going to keep coming in from both the sides, putting it on a 3v3 flow. But that's not going to be enough until more and more numbers are dropped down. A 2v2, but both with an ultimate, being able to just squeeze the round for the side of Xcrew. Gonna shut it all off and make sure that Xcrew breathes yet another round into its own life. I am not liking the odds of Asterisk so far.
Yeah, 7-5. I don't know. Pretty near impossible right now because they don't have a good buy after a loss in the previous round.
Right here.
Situations are
That-
looking dire for the
Right
sides
here.
of Asterisk at this point
Right
for
here.
sure. Yeah.
True that. That evil laughter coming in from the side of Rage, it's just completely scary.
15 HP
Look
down.
at the amount. Look at the
Yeah,
amount
go
of
on.
confidence being built up for the players of Xcrew. They are just marching forward. There's no stopping them. They're playing as if they are the attackers.
My eyes are down.
The amount of area they have already taken under siege.
Icarus is holding the
Oh,
backstab.
Icarus.
No, the owl
Not for
drone.
long.
Found my wire.
I really thought that there is going to be a very impressive play coming in from Icarus, but unfortunately it's a 2v4 for now. 2v3. Okay, that's fine. Beautiful relay bolt. Player is stunned. Rolling thunder just to buy some time. Or maybe just go all in. Be aggressive. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, Yash.
goodness,
Definitely
Yash.
feeling it right now. That is lovely. Yes, yes. They took a very big risk and they prevailed. But Icarus, bro, you need to just buckle up at this point because there are not a lot of info that this guy is getting at this point. And at the same point, the backstab that he was building could have held a different angle, maybe, because that was a very obvious angle. Because if multiple players are pushing, Sova can easily out-drone that angle or maybe just use a recon.
True that. True that. This Neon is all warmed up. Let's see how much they're gonna be able to push this forward because now the ultimates on the side of Asterisk are very impressive. They have the Hunter's Fury to make space. They have the overdrive if they are able to successfully commit to it to go ahead and get some frags. They have the neural theft to get the information as well. So I mean, Asterisk does have a very fairly filled lineup for themselves right now. But let's see if that's gonna result into a win that they can carry forward. Xcrew, I think, just one more round is what they can sustain if they take a loss here. So they're gonna have to be careful.
Spy cam, getting all the info that they need. Maybe someone pushing from mid. It was the all round. They got a info, maybe, I don't know. C side is pretty opened up. A is pretty opened up. But yes, we have Salon holding a spot from which he can easily get at least two if somebody is marching in. Like if plenty of players are pushing in already. Overdrive activated. But oh, that was good.
Oh, that
Arjun,
trip.
you had complete control of that whole equation. Overdrive, but no, it's Ash. What a beauty that was. Absolute perfection. Goran takes on the Omen as well. After shock. Once again, it is all trickling down to the two individuals, Icarus and River.
Last player standing.
Well, River won't sustain too long either. And now with
Neural
Neural Theft Online, there's gonna be information on Icarus as well, which is gonna be capitalized on. Yet another round with 3 for Itzash. Oh no. Just when it started looking like there was a silver lining in these dark clouds for the side of Asterisk, there came the terms and conditions applied.
Yeah. After winning that third round in the favor of Asterisk, I really thought that they're going to buckle up, maybe do something amazing. As you rightly called it out, there were loads of ultimates also pretty much online for them. But still, the way they failed. And even Ceylon on his relay bolt,
This is a nice
he was good. The stuns are working efficiently. The setups from the Cypher is working pretty good. It's Ash. His trigger discipline is also pretty awesome. You have seen how capable he is. On that overdrive, it's not that easy to put a neon down because the rapid pace, the moment that you get, it's just not that easy. Stun against stun. Interesting. A fast lane activated. Hunter's Fury now. Yash definitely defying all the odds. But Ceylon, he's still surviving with 70 HP, and 70 is more than enough. Well, even 1 HP is more than enough for Ceylon because he has got an op.
I agree, that's gonna be kinda difficult to fight off of.
right here.
There's so much standstill coming in from the side of attackers. Now that they have the numbers advantage, they might try, but that numbers advantage got shut down very quickly. The trade, however, did come in from the side of Asterisk. They do have one extra man on the team. Make it two. The numbers are just climbing up, and now this time around, there's gonna be a revenge neural theft coming in from the side of Asterisk, putting the players from Xcrew in difficulty.
Spike planted.
2v4. Very tough to deal with.
Player standing.
Boxer on the other corner is just banging out his opponent. That was a good wall bangable play coming in, but same will happen. It's Ash just returning the favor. 1v3 for him. Just inside we have Neon. There was someone on the mains as well. Someone was holding short. There was no chance that Cypher would have got a lot of value in this particular matchup. The round goes out of
True
the
that.
hands, but this one, the reflexes that are coming in from Ceylon are absolutely amazing. Obviously, there were two different angles that he had to peek, but after one single shot, he had to just make room for himself, go to a different corner. Look at this beautiful play.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Magnificent to watch. A treat for the eyes, nonetheless, but not as fruitful for the side of Ceylon's team because Xcrew just lost a round there. A couple more rounds, and Asterisk will have themselves a very comfortable swap. Even if they have one out of these coming 2 rounds, they're gonna be finding themselves in a very comfortable spot for the second half. It's Ash making
Ash
very
once
first
again.
casualties. Yeah.
Yeah. But Seaside is under siege. They have been trying to infiltrate, get some good plans. Will it happen again? You never know. Relay bolt, that was good. Yash making sure that at least the plant happens. But this plant that is happening beyond the box, what needs to be done out here is basically they need to hold the site right now. It's just not that easy to play from long. So I do believe that it's going to be a tough competition from here. Attacking
Oh, Ceylon.
Hunter's Fury, but still nothing will happen. Dogzer, he finds one, play was super low. But Rage is going to showcase his Rage, and there you go, guys. It's 7-4 already. The max that Asterisk can get is 7-5.
Yep. However, that's not going to be a very bad score. If Asterisk gets the next round, they have a comfortable swap. If Xcrew gets the next round, then they have a
Last
very
round
comfortable
in the
swap.
half.
This is a very decisive round on deciding
I
how
need this.
comfortable the second half is going to be for each of the teams. And then what remains is to see how the first 2 rounds of the second half go to find out if it's going to be a very close matchup or if it is going to
This is
be
a nice spot.
kind of more leaning towards one of the teams completely.
This goes here. That goes there.
We'll have to see what happens next. 7-4. Operator on. Now that is intriguing. Ash, a central, wants to go for the opping. Yash, that was good because if somebody else could have peeked, they would have taken down. Fast lane activated, goes in for the shot and connects right through the fast lane. But that is not okay.
Found you.
Tripwire trigger, the player has been spotted, but still, if the plant is going to happen, let's have a look at that. Yes, the
Spike
plant is going to
planted.
happen. Dogzer. We had a lot of expectations from Dogzer, but honestly, if you talk about the frags, Dogzer is always there to plant, is always there to go for the postman scenario, but the frags are not yet coming. Yash, that was beautiful. From the garage, he find one. River gets another one with the Spectre.
Gone.
Recon Bolt destroyed. Yash won't go far. Arjun retaliates.
One enemy remaining.
Well, the tables keep turning for this round. They keep having more and more information and more fights to take. The smoke just went out at this perfect timing
Whoa.
to put Doxter in a lot of difficulty. In a world of chaos is where Asterisk is right now. 8-4 is a very good scoreline for the side of Xcrew, and if they're able to get the first 2 rounds on the second half, which very much looks possible in their current form, then it's a double digit already. Raider, I'm scared for Asterisk right now.
Maybe you're not that much of a astrologer.
Hey, there's one thing I can predict though.
Yeah.
That the fastest rams are gonna come from Crucial.
Wow. It's like the thing that they're advertising. Our co-caster is just saying the same stuff. And it's like a prediction. Lovely, guys. Anyway, let's dive into the action now. Second half started. Asterisk. This is going to be a big, important lead that you need to have in your favor. Paranoia backs out. Ceylon has got Frenzy, which is absolute beast, specifically in the close range. But no, Ceylon is already getting super low. Chris finds one. Another Paranoia. Both the players were actually paranoid. Oh my god, it's Ash who is left right now, and he has to pull up a 1v3. Smoke dissipates.
And he did!
What?
And he did!
He just lined! He just lined up the shots, and everybody's like, yeah, we are going to take your shots. Look at this. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down.
Oh,
Beautiful!
Goodness. Oh goodness.
Oh, what's happening?
I don't know if to commend it's Ash for his performance or just Wonder what Asterisk was up to in the last round.
Yeah.
I'm very unsure of whether it was brilliance from Cypher or just pure bad luck for Asterisk. Is
Whatever it
Ceylon
was,
running
topping it off
faster
is
than the
not going to be
game?
easy for any team.
True that.
Yeah. Dark covers for CT spawn, dark cover for the
Oh
Haven.
no.
The player has been revealed as well. And Outlaw.
He's on
Pulling back
graffiti
is
with the
also very
judge.
effective, so. Ooh, Rage, look at him.
Had
Nah,
to
shorty
be.
won't work.
Oh goodness, look at Ceylon just going berserks constantly. All that remains is Doxa, and that too only for a few seconds. A double digit, as we expected, is on board.
Yeah, once you win the pistol round, there is a very big expectations that double digits will come. They could have gone for a force buy from their corner as well, but never mind. They saved, and now once again they are going to reinvest. Should be a 5-10. If not, we are looking forward to a scoreline of maximum 37.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Let's see, let's see. It does seem like the comeback has been trampled on its own way. There isn't a lot that can be done at this point of time. There's definitely better weaponry for the side of Asterisk, but then they are still getting punished. There's no capitalization that they can count on right now. The positioning as well is beautiful from the side of Xcrew right now.
Planted.
Plant
Oh
is done.
no, I don't
Okay,
like
Rage.
Rage's position.
One
Never mind.
You like the aim?
I don't have to like it. Yeah, I like the aim though. I don't
No,
have
this
to
is
like
not the
his
map.
position
This
as
is not
long
the
as
map
he's
where-
confident.
Yeah.
It isn't, yeah.
Yeah, this is not the map where S6 is going to find themselves back. Probably Abyss. But honestly, now it feels like that maybe that could be a dagger on their own back. Because
True.
Abyss is not a map which you can take that easily. Maybe I'm going to see Chamber as well. I'm happy for that. Because it's a map where Chamber can be absolutely efficient. So maybe that is something that is going to be beneficial. But obviously bringing the change into the action is also awesome for the sides of Asterisk, because they have chosen a map which has been not that conventional. It's not even there in the top 3 pick.
True
Yeah,
that,
guys.
true that.
16
We were
round?
dubious about how Haven is gonna unfold. It's a 3-sided map. You're starting off with that, but all our doubts have been cleared, guys. Like, I mean, the way these teams are playing is just beautiful. Xcrew just claiming heads after heads. Look at that. Yash though, not falling short, trying to capitalize on those numbers, but he himself is very low on HP. Won't have a lot to survive for. There he goes, taken
last
down.
player standing. Spike down. C.
Cage triggered.
We've seen him do it before.
Thrifty.
Not this time though.
A third free being pulled off from the sides of Team Asterisk. They are trying to fight, no doubt in that. They are just willing to inch closer to their opponent. And still there is a possibility of a 13-11, guys. Let's just not lose hope. Let's do that. But for Xcrew, all they need is just 2 mistakes from the sides of Team Asterisk, and then they can easily move on to the next map with an advantage of a 1-0. So maybe that is something that they are eyeing for. Wave and the other individuals that are there from Team Asterisk, we really were expecting that something crucial is going to come from the corner, specifically when it comes to the attack rounds, because you're fighting in an attack-oriented map. Okay, Yash. He goes down, Dogzer takes a trade. Both the duelists are out. Down to the 2 initiators and controller and Ascent.
This is not looking like a very good position. But yet, life has given them lemons. They have to make lemonade. Asterisk does not have the opportunity or the flexibility to just complain about anything. All they can do is make things better. One round at a time. This has to turn into a snowball effect for them to be able to find themselves the victory they so desperately require.
Cage triggered.
Xcrew, on the other hand, can actually take things easy for a while. They've lost their neon though. And being on the attacking side, not having your duelist in hand is definitely difficult. But look at that. With all that information, they're walking in, finding
What?
frags
No,
after frags.
Sash?
It's a 2v2. It's a
30
1v2
seconds left.
now.
He's up against breach. He's going to get breached. Ridiculous. He'll find a value. And it's 6-11. Slowly the players of Asterisk are finding their grip back. But just as that third round in the first half, they should not lose it again. Because if that happens,
This goes here.
2 more rounds. Once again, just a reminder, a friendly reminder, a gentle reminder that 2 more rounds.
Yes.
2 more rounds is all it requires from the sides of Xcrew
This is a
to
nice
win
spot.
this one and close the map under their banner.
Okay, let's get set up.
You're right. And that's something that should be making Asterisk kinda scared right now.
I must wait a moment.
But let's see. Yet again, they're going for a good hold on side C, but they do not have their trips in the way of the overdrive. With the fast lane active, this can definitely turn into a very good one. Look at that. This time around, the overdrive is almost finding value.
Icarus,
There's a
Icarus.
lot of damage that's being made up there. But Icarus, the one being the most painful opponent, has been taken down. And look at that.
Bro!
Silon will close everything with 3 frags on his own.
Match point.
I have no comments honestly for this round. Yeah, I mean, Omen got taken down. That is justified. He was in the Hunter's Fury. He was stuck. He couldn't do much. But at the same point, Icarus finds 3 more frags for the team. He gets a 3k.
Yup.
But still, Ceylon was never taken down. And at the end, in order to take the other overdrive, you bring in your own overdrive. And still not being fruitful. Yeah, I have my reasons why Asterisk is not going to win this one today.
Cage
I think we all believe those reasons. This is just one mistake away, and we'll be walking into abyss. There's already chunks of HP being taken away. Rage being taken down is definitely going to be beneficial for the side of Asterisk, but they should be able to capitalize it because in exchange of rage, look at the number of HP that's been taken away from the neon. That's Yash. Oh, look at that quick retaliation from Wave. Just went and said hello, came back.
Xcrew now
There's
needs to
still
go
a
for a
little-
plant. It's a 2v4 equation, and I think Asterisk is just waiting for the moment where the plant will be done and then they'll push in.
Last player
Because
standing.
True.
they have done that mistake n number of times where the players have just walked in and just got shot one by one. But
30 seconds left.
Asterisk, they don't have a lot of things to lose. I mean, they have, sorry. Xcrew is the one which don't have rounds to, I guess, lose and leave behind because they can come back once again. Yeah, it is a 12-7 now, but still 5 more rounds just to be where Xcrew is already standing.
Yep.
And then you
And
need to
that
bring
too
in
not
BO3,
gonna be
win that as well. Yeah.
not gonna be a clear victory even after that. It's gonna be an OT, and then again a complete 50-50 chance of who's gonna win this. What do you think is going wrong here, Raider? I mean, I can spot like 5 different reasons why it's not working out for Asterisk, but I would want to know from you, what do you think?
I think specifically for the attack rounds, Icarus not being the guy who is getting all the info, and that's why I honestly hate Cypher in this map. Because yeah, you need to be there with the trippers, and then eventually spy cam is something that is going to slow you down. And we have seen a lot of time where Cypher has been caught off guard. He was just opening his cam, trying to check out, and he just gets shot down. I'll talk about that, but for now, let's have a look at what Xcrew can do. Silon gets to.
Silon.
Oh my god, Auxer retaliates, but Neural left in order to get all the info that they need. Still, it's gonna be a hit. All the players are pushing in, they're marching up ahead, want to go for a plant, and there are some setups that are being built. Hunter's Fury just to deny the plant. Will it happen? So far, it
Not
is happening.
really. The plant is still gonna be pretty comfortable. Oh no, don't even walk in.
Rage.
Don't even walk in.
There you go.
One enemy remaining.
This is just done for.
I
They're
find
trying
Oh
to knife him.
goodness.
Attackers
He went
win.
for the knife. He went for it. That smile on Rage the whole time. He was being very evil the whole time his cam was on there. And he went in for that evil knife.
They lost one of their teammates for that, but at the end, it was 1v4. That too, a stunt player.
Yep.
Justified. Never mind, I think now with this knife being dealt, I think Abyss is going to be fun. I think we are going to see the decider for
Yes.
sure.
Absolutely. After that, I think there's definitely a revenge coming in, a vengeance coming in from the side of Asterisk as well for the next one. But yeah, let's take a look at all the crucial moments that built up this particular map.
I love the
This
way
is-
how it opened the right leg that came through. That was very good. But after that, following that particular round, there was a complete trade fire coming in from Xcrew and they were able to win their own. Actually, it was 2. Then after that, we got to see a 2-2 scoreline coming through. But honestly,
Yeah.
there were so many gaps that Asterisk did when they were trying to attack. Even in their post-plan scenario, there were certain moments where they just got caught off guard. But they never were really checking off the angles, because I remember a moment where Icarus got 3 frags at that same exact spot. In some initial rounds, Ceylon was the one who got some 3Ks, and that's why they were able to win the second round. So there were certain moments, or certain angles should I say, where easily Xcrew was filling in and they were just fighting some good frags. Look at this one, Arjun. Shoots the recon dart, instantaneously switches back to Vandal and just randomly goes into the cyber cage and finds a value.
Absolutely. The way the game has unfolded for the side of Xcrew just has been completely mesmerizing. I, again, agree with you on most of it. I mean, Asterisk just had way too much more to do to deliver on this particular map, but it just feels like their heads were already in Abyss. They were already ready for the next one. However, we'll find out on the next map if they are going to be able to deliver as much of a fascinating performance there to be able to carry this into a decider with the hope that they can win the series, because Haven has just not been theirs at all. And I mean, I don't think you can completely blame them either, because yes, their gameplay could not show us exactly what we wanted to see, but Xcrew did not even give them the room. I could say that, yeah, Asterisk did not have enough teamwork. They did not have enough opportunities where they were catching each other's backs. But look at how many kills happened just through these smokes. How many kills happened at such a pace that you could not have expected someone to show up for you, to show up for, supporting you and refrag you. They were just a barrage of kills happening from every single person every single time. It was either a 3K or a 2K or a 4K. It just kept happening over and over.
Talking about
It's
the
Ash with
MVP,
21.
from the sides of Xcrew,
Yeah.
it's going to be Ceylon. It's justified. I mean, with those judge shots, it was amazing. See, now you can clearly see that the reason why Xcrew won is basically that their least performing individual, Arjun, still got 13 frags, and Arjun is the one who was able to get a lot of value at the end period. While he was defending, he got some good shots, and that moment where on A main, he shoots the recon and then eventually switches back to Vandal and gets one more. That clearly shows that trigger discipline is there in Arjun, but due to the fact that he's an initiator, and that too an initiator which needs to get a lot of info, he was sitting on the back ends. Dogzer on the other corner had my complaints regarding the attack rounds. In defense, definitely they were popping off, but while in the attack half, I duly believe that Dogzer is the one which was on the back foot. But all said and done, team effort came through, but it's just Xcrew was better with their angles, the angles that they were trying to deal, the areas that they were trying to crunch in. It was effective in their way.
True that. Completely agree on that. But yeah, I mean, I was hoping to see a lot more from the side of Icarus. Definitely wanted to see that Cypher shine just as well as its Ash did. Look at that. He has 21 kills and 12 deaths. This was beautiful. But yeah, let's take a look at the MVP of this particular map. Has to be Ceylon or it's Ash. It is Ceylon. Yeah. Expected.
19% headshot, 3 first kills, 149 ADR. Stats will improve, I believe. These stats will improve because there is a lot of potential that we have already seen from Xcrew Ceylon. These are those stats which we have seen a lot of times, and we have seen bigger scores We have seen headshot person of 23, 24 in the past. I'm talking about season 6 only. So definitely I think that is going to get improved, but all said and done, he is the guy who was able to get a lot of valuable picks for his team. A lot of valuable moments came from his corner, from his judge. Not just that, the overdrive, because if you talk about the other side, Yash and his overdrive never was really seen.
Not even once did we get to see that overdrive in full-fledged performance. But yeah, we did see quite a lot from Ceylon, and there is more that we will be keeping our eyes out for. So let's just wait for the second map to happen, and until then, let's just take a small little break.
Well, that last match was pretty fun. Asterisk, we thought that they're going to have a fun, but eventually Xcrew, they came back even sharper. Welcome to the Esports Club Presents Showdown Series Season 6 of Valorant, powered by Crucial by Micron. Our GP partner is Zode Gaming, and the media partner is Gossip.gg. I am Rita, and with me we do have Anna on the desk. And Anna, I want to ask you, is it a 2-0? And you were saying that maybe Asterisk is going to take a 2-0, but it seems like that Xcrew might have that X factor in their favor.
You're very right. Xcrew might have that X factor in their favor. They have pretty well star-studded lineup for themselves. And in this agent select, I think after I know who's playing what, I might be able to go ahead and say whether or not it's a 2-0 in my view.
Yeah,
In my view.
Sure. I mean, you can just predict after the match gets over, right?
No. Right after the agent select, I'm gonna make that claim. I
Okay.
wanna have that stake in the game for myself as well.
Lovely. But Wave have chosen a very interesting agent. In order to smokes,
Yes.
in order to go for the smokes, we have seen Omen a lot, we have seen Clove a lot in this map, but Astra again abiding the meta. That's interesting. Wave and Arjun at the same point would also like to go with the Astra, but again, a complex agent strategy should be very on point in order to get the upper hand. But Asterix, they are the attackers for the first half. A Gecko can be phenomenal, especially for the plant, but at the same point, you have the tower, you have the back angles from where a lot of shots are going to come through. So I don't know how fruitful this Gecko is going to be there in the map and how valuable of an asset Goranch is going to be. Obviously, as an individual, he'll be phenomenal, but Wingman, Dizzy, all of that, let's wait and watch.
I think because of the Gecko pick, I am leaning more towards Xcrew making it a 2-0. Because of the Gecko.
Okay.
A map like Abyss gives you a lot of opportunity to actually use Mosh to its best potential. Plus the Wingman gives you a lot of safety while actually going for the plant. Plus they are playing on the attacking side first. So I think Xcrew might get that opportunity, and I would put my stakes towards Xcrew making it a 2-0 because of Goranch.
Yeah, even I feel that same stuff because of the fact that they have a Gecko. Planting is something that can be beneficial for them, maybe in certain rounds, but at the same point, Wingman, if the entry has been blocked by cyber cages or another trip or maybe some flashes and all, or maybe some dark covers, well, it's not there, to be honest. Dark covers is not there because they've chosen Astra, so
Astras,
those
yeah.
smokes, the nebulas can actually hurt them a lot. And even in the postman scenario, Astra, the stun and the pull, it can be very effective. Now, Gecko, I don't know how much of value as an individual agent it can bring. But yeah, guys, we do have a fact. It's Ash leads Xcrew's performance in the TEC Showdown Series Season 6 with a remarkable kill death assist ratio of 27, 16, and 3 respectively, and an exceptional ACS of 343. Well, currently he's leading, but I don't know how far he's going to go, but Xcrew is definitely looking good.
That they are. But yeah, it's Ash did have a great call for himself in the last map as well, and this is yet another map that Xcrew is going to be going in with a slightly unconventional lookout on this, but let's see how it's going to unfold. Again, Abyss being one of the maps which we thought is going to be a surprising one from the side of Asterisk, because they are going to be bringing a map into the pool which has not been there for so long. However, if you look at the agent select, then you can tell that even Xcrew has their own set of surprises to bring into this one. So let's see. Both the teams pretty ready to just show up for this particular map. We do have a small tech pause though.
One more fact for you guys. Dogzer from the team of Asterisk has been the standout player for the team of Asterisk in the TC Showdown Series Season 6, delivering a stellar KDA of 54, 29, 13 and an impressive ACS of 232. But obviously the way he has popped off in this particular day is not that ideal, and that's why we are complaining, because of the fact that the pass that Dogzer has brought in from the sides of Asterisk is pretty phenomenal. He has brought in a legacy. That's what you're missing in the first map, but maybe the second map is going to bring in a different side of Dogzer.
Hopefully so. But yeah, if not, if we don't see Doxer shining the way he is used to of, then I think the complaints are gonna mount a little more, and we will have to wait to see how he performs tomorrow, because today's victory is definitely something that Asterisk will require for themselves to be in the run for upper bracket. But if they don't, if they miss out, if they lose this map or even the next one, any one of the maps that come forward, they will not have as good of a day overall. But yeah, it is impressive the fact that Doxa plays an initiator and still has his name up there in the top MVPs.
Hmm.
Right here.
Yeah.
Initiators generally don't get
Initiators.
as many flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, that too, when you are a Sova, you need to go for the recon, shock darts, and owl drones just to get the info. Like, you are always in a fight, staying behind a bit. You're getting the info for the
Yeah.
team, and then the duelists act on it. Other initiators like Breach, obviously, you need to have that guy right in the mix of the site so that those aftershocks, the fault lines, the flashpoints are going to be absolutely on point. And that's why I usually
Mhm.
love Breach as an initiator a lot, because you can get duelist like performance from that breach if you're good with your aim and the trigger discipline. If there is support coming in from your controllers, all of that is definitely going to matter. But with this tick pause, I'm getting way too anxious, to be honest. I really want to see what that gecko is going to do.
Exactly. I mean, of all the agents up there, he's the one that's most interesting right now because we need to see what he's going to bring on the table. Plus, he's in the hands of Goranch, who is a very brilliant player on individual basis. But we need to see how that combination is going to work between Goranch and Ceylon with, you know, that specific um, initiator and duelist agent comp, because I think there would be more coming in from the side of Breach for enabling the jet than from the side of Gecko, because I don't necessarily love Gecko for the dizzy. It's good to have, but it's necessarily not the best flash out there in my opinion. And I feel Gecko comes with very good utilities, but dizzy is not one of them.
I mean, after that update, when the flashes are even more faster, and I think the only reason why Dizzy is a little bit effective, as per my aspect, is it can give you the info where the players are. You can get an idea.
Yeah.
Due to that flash, you kind of have an idea where the players are, which particular corner they're holding, and then build your play accordingly. But at the same point, if you talk about like Lear coming in from Reina, or maybe Yoru with the flash, someone else like Breach with the flashpoint, Sky with the guiding light, I think all of that, they are pretty tough to deal with, but at the same point will not give you an idea of where the players are. That is the only edge that you get with the Dizzy. Wingman, obviously, best, specifically in order to get the insights of where the players are. It's like a boombot until unless it is used for a plant.
True that. However, if you do consider the ultimate from the side of Gecko, if it keeps getting recharged quickly, it's a pain. It's a pain to fight a Thrash. It's almost a lockdown
Yeah.
effect. It's like giving an extra sentinel to the team while also having an initiator who can actually take duels on his own. I mean, I love a Gecko for multiple reasons. And yeah, Thrash is one of the big ones in them.
But guys,
But
you're
well,
back with
here
the
we go.
action. Yeah.
Yep. Ceylon starting it off with his first casualty being launched in the moment the game started off.
Lovely. Carrying the momentum of the previous map, I believe, because the way Ceylon pushed in the previous
Alright,
map as well, it was
Trash.
pretty phenomenal. But Icarus, the timing. Is he going to even check? No, it's
Goodness.
Ash. Beautiful. He was down to like 13 HP, but he still finds a value. Maybe not going to survive for long. Wave. None of the shots got connected.
Icarus is still alive and fighting. I don't know how. I don't know. Look at that use for Wingman. Goes ahead, gets the plant, and also gets enough space for Ceylon to go ahead and take one more off. It's a 4v2 post plant, and Asterisk does not look good right now. They do manage a couple of kills. It is gonna be a 2v3.
Look at Cypher. Look at Ash.
That 2v2 River.
Last player
Ash.
standing.
Ash. There you go.
I
Just
mean-
wait for it. Just wait for it. Just wait for the best moment to strike on, and that's why I love Sentinels in the maps, because if they play well, if the player who is controlling a Sentinel has got the idea of what he can do, this is what is going to happen. That was my only complaint with the other guy as well. If you talk about the sides of Asterisk, the Cypher that was there in Haven, not getting that many info,
Icarus,
not
yeah.
building a lot of backstabs. So Icarus was not that on point in that particular map, but it's Ash. What a beautiful play in the very first round, because it was almost slipping out of their hands.
Exactly. He was 13 HP since the beginning of the round, and then he just goes ahead and becomes the win factor for the team. Are you kidding me? This is not even their map pick. They were not expecting this.
Sheesh.
Look at that.
Last player standing.
Just absolutely annihilating the opposite team on the basis of better weaponry nonetheless. Now all that's left is a river that's about to drown itself.
They want to knife him again? Hello?
Don't.
Oh, wake up.
The same old tricks.
The anger, the trigger discipline, the hatred that might be there following with the knife. I think from the sides of Asterisk, they are waiting just for the right opportunity to redeem themselves, to bring that knife rag of their own, even if they kind of lose. Because they do know that it's a situation where they're not that uncomfortable. Even if they lose, they are still there in the competition. They're still there as a part of Season 6. They'll be there in the lower
Yes.
bracket fighting against Celestial Esports. That is a reality. But at the same point, I think now getting a decider is the only thing that is going to benefit them out here. With Nebulas,
True that.
the smokes are definitely going to.
Look at the
Give
quick
them the
entries
space.
coming in from the side of
Yeah.
Ceylon. Self-damaging mosh, but okay. That was just an unfortunate placement of the mosh. Costed Jet its life.
Whoa,
But
wave!
wait, just turning tides here. I mean, gotta give them, they had the better weaponry on this one. But then again, being able to sustain with 4 of your weapons and walking into the next round with a stable economy is impressive.
It is literally what they needed, a stable environment in the
Yep.
team, because the way they lost Haven, I do believe that there are a lot of second guesses, a lot of questions about what happened in the previous map. But anyway, guys, I think as a competitive athlete, they would be eyeing for this map as a clean slate. What happened in the past, that pressure, if it climbs their mind, then obviously they might just topple down.
What
Spike
happened in
down.
Haven stays in Haven.
Yeah, but Thrash, it is going to come right here. Probably going
Isn't
to
it
detain
too soon
someone.
for
Yes, I
it?
heard that audio. It is, but the way Goranch has been popping off, I don't think so. It is that soon.
True that, true that. Gotta give him that. Icarus was able to find one, finally uses that information to his own good. Yash will be able to go ahead and push its Zash quite far away, but no damage incurred yet. The side control is still with the
Arjun,
defenders, but
hello?
they are still not close to getting that. Arjun just fell far too back, but there's still time ticking against them. They're gonna be able to find the diffuser. Okay. I did not like the post-plan play from Xcrew. Not something I enjoyed.
Yeah. I think once again Ash could have rotated back to CT spawn and then eventually come from there to build a good backstab. Maybe the calls were different this time, because I saw him in the mid and I thought maybe he's going to do the same stuff that he did in the first round in itself, so that they can have a better advantage. But now the advantage is somewhere lying in the favor of Xcrew. That Thrash could have been very effective. It was never. A detain was available. They were able to detain Icarus, if I'm not wrong, but still the other guys like Jet came through, retaliated, got a good value for the
I
team.
think Wade was the one who got detained. I think I might be wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, in either case, that was definitely a round that was supposed to go to Xcrew if they had a better post-plan situation. The Dizzy is definitely gonna blind one here. It's still not gonna stop Asterisk from getting the man advantage.
Yash, he's trying to push in at the point, but at the same point, if we talk about Ash, look at him.
Oh,
Rip.
it's Ash.
Oh my god, unfortunate. Ceylon, that was good.
That
Wallbangable
sheriff.
hit.
Yeah. That sheriff has shown good results, but Yash is just on a roll right now. This definitely is one of his rounds. He has 3 in hand already, can go for an ace.
30 seconds left.
Quit your tiptoeing. They're all dead.
That's it. 3-2, a lead. Asterisk, they are once again fighting back, retaliating, but in this map, remember guys, if you are there on the defensive sides, you will have a certain advantage. If you play on angles, you can really fight back and get some good rounds under the name. But I think that trip that was available in the mid could have been easily destroyed by its Ash, because the other half,
Yes.
the other end of the trip is right there in the mid. He could
this
have
is
like
a nice
slowly
spot.
walked in, destroyed it, and then eventually played. Because he was stunned, he was already capitalized by the tripwire.
There.
Couldn't do much.
Yeah,
Once again,
absolutely.
is it a AB approach every now and then that is coming through?
It seems so. It seems so. This time around, they're taking it slow. Xcrew is making sure that they have their players situated in the right positions, and it's Ash. Maybe he's gonna make some noise in site A and then give a push call to Asterisk to Xcrew to move in towards site B.
Right there.
I don't like the crossfire though. This crossfire setup from the side of Asterisk is risky. He should walk out as he is. Oh no, the party is in. With its Ash gone, and the information revealed that two of the players are on site A. There's definitely a claim on site B, but then again, being able to carry forward will require more heads to be popped off for the side of Xcrew. I am liking the odds for Asterisk on this one.
I think Xcrew still can pull this round in their favor due to the sheer fact that
If they use
have
their Mosh.
planned for the long. Yeah, Mosh will come through. Stun is going to be there. Look at this. Fault line also comes through. River.
Goranj got picked off.
On Goranj. That's bad.
Yeah.
Here comes the rolling thunder. Will deny the defusal for a brief moment.
One enemy.
Blade
Too
Storm
many
activate.
ults.
Oh,
What?
beautiful. Oh my god. Hello.
What did I just see? Ceylon?
My people, are you ready? You must cultivate.
This is a human game.
Wow. How it all
Oh
started.
goodness, look at
this.
him.
Raise down. Chris down. Beautiful.
Just-
Beautiful. What a beautiful round coming in. Yeah.
Absolutely fearless is how Ceylon played the last one. He brought back life into a dying round for the team. That I had started giving up hope on Xcrew being able to take that last round, but the way Ceylon just came in, impressive.
3-3. Dogso. He finds Ceylon.
Does get taken down
Alright.
instantly, yeah.
Xcrew still left with 4 individuals trying to take some space in the mid. Oh, he saw a rage.
Its Ash is also
Going to
gone.
be sneaky. Oh, beautiful shots. But I think once again Xcrew is actually on the back foot. 3v5, we have seen that. We have seen that happening. But due to the sheer fact that it's Asterisk, which is actually on the defense side, they can play on the angles. They are doing that. They're not making any mistakes so far. But even if you see Xcrew, they're also making a lot of space.
Agreed. Oh, this pick is definitely going to result in Xcrew having their hopes up high. They can actually march into any one of the sites now with a man
Goranj.
advantage. He's going to be pretty difficult to fight off. Oh no, he looks back at the wrong timing.
30
The
seconds
timing
left.
just caught him off guard.
One
Doxer
enemy
though,
remaining.
ready with the crossfire. This time around, the way Asterisk has organized their moves, it's good. I'm liking the instant shifts and instant adjustments from their side.
Ooh, brilliant. Asterisk time their attack. While being on the defenders, the best part is that you have angles to play with. You have
I should probably place
patience.
some stars in that right there.
You have a right
Right
moment
there.
to strike on, and that's exactly where Asterisk was right in this particular matchup. Because if you see Goranj, he was there with the 100% HP, and the opponent, he was down to like 30-40%. Could have taken him away.
Yeah.
That's Dogza. But
He just
it's just the
looked away at
timing.
the
It's
wrong
just
time.
the timing that
Yeah.
happened. Yeah. And now they do have an offer mid. I don't think so. This one is going that easily.
I agree. This is gonna be a complete hit, complete commitment to site A with a retake plan coming in from the side of Asterisk. I don't know. I'm very happy with this particular move because right now this judge is gonna be punishing. He does get
Whoa.
one, but Wave will be able to shut him down in exchange. There's definitely a good trade from the side of Asterisk. Yet again, they have the numbers in their favor. It's a very clean retake from the side of Asterisk. I don't know, Raider. Every time they're just building their economy up in a way that they're setting themselves up for success. You cannot push them on a downhill climb anymore.
Need a drop. Midasi. Thanks.
Yeah, I agree. Asterisk, but if they really want to continue dominating, what they need to do is just once again play on the angles because they are looking very comfortable with it. And the only reason why I was doubting Gecko is because of the fact that there is not a lot of value that is coming through as being the initiator in this map where the angles are a little bit longer. And that wingman can only go so far, that Dizzy can be effective only so far. But here comes a beautiful rolling thunder. Arjun takes a trade of Yash. Both the teams
there.
looking low. Damage has been sustained. Icarus is still holding back alley region.
I
River
know
on the other corner has also got the B side under his regime with that neural theft. How much info they're going to get?
Not enough, I believe. Not enough. Look at that. Still gonna be a capitalized round for the side of Xcrew. It's Ash is just going berserk. It seems like he's redeeming himself for the past mistakes in the last few rounds. Now the area inside the site is being capitalized slowly and steadily. Arjun's position is definitely going to be punishing for the side of Doxer. And the combination that Arjun has with its Ash for this particular position is beautiful. That crossfire was set up very, very nicely. Now all that
Very
Wave
well is
can
off.
do is hope for the best.
Yeah, it was
Nothing
a big
happened,
investment,
though.
but
Yeah.
the fact that they already have got a decent value in their favor, they still are on lead, and they had some decent economy. They can once again reinvest to get at least full buy vandals. Yeah, there you go. Once again,
They
they're
have the
invested in it.
operator coming in
Wave-
as well.
Wow, Wave, that is interesting. I mean, Wave from the last 2 to 3 rounds, he is popping off. He's getting the value at the same point. He's just trying to be consistent as well. But Doxer so far, 6 frags. We're waiting on him to just reconnect and be back with us. But at the same point, Ceylon and his teammates, like if you see Goranj as a Gecko on defense rounds, I might give credit to him. But for now, if you can clearly see that due to the fact that there is a long distance between the defense side to the attack side, like if you talk about the B side particularly, whenever we get
Yeah.
to see the B side, the best part is from nest to tower, there's a big distance. And if you want to
Yes.
go with that dizzy, if you want to reveal, if you want to flash your opponents, that flash is going to go as far as maybe danger or maybe just B side. That's all. But it's not going to cover
Right.
the B link area. You will not get any info if somebody is holding just behind the box in that area, or maybe inside the B side area where the plant happens beyond that box as well. You will not get any idea about that. Now let's come back to A. From A main, if you use that dizzy, you can get the insights about tower, about the bridge, about the site. But what about somebody else holding in security region or maybe on the back region as well? You're not going to get that info. So for that reason, I don't think so the flash is going to be that effective. And once you use that, you need to go ahead and recollect it, wait for a few seconds so that it can be back. On attack specifically, the best advantage of a Gecko in this map is going to be a Thrash and a Wingman, because you don't have to go far to go for a plant. You just have to take space and then eventually use your Wingman to go for the plant. But the other two things, Mosh along with the Dizzy is not being that effective, and we can clearly see that in the stats as well. Just 1 frag so far and an assist, 8 deaths.
True that. The numbers are definitely not reflecting a good gameplay from the side of Goranj. However, we do have yet another half in very few rounds, 3 rounds in, and we will be seeing the second half open up. And if Xcrew gets even one round, even one more round on this side, they can hope for a comfortable second half. So I wouldn't check all the boxes off just yet for their opportunity of being able to claim this. But yeah, I'm definitely liking the way Asterisk is showing up on this one, because the last map we had complaints about how we were not able to see them come in for the trades for each other, come in for the support for each other. This time around, I'm not having those complaints anymore. Every single time, Asterisk has players that are just popping off and getting themselves good enough numbers on the boards. And specifically Wave, I mean, I'm loving the performance from Wave. Not a lot of kills, but definitely a lot of contribution to every single round win.
Yeah. That matters. The contribution definitely matters. In the past, in Haven, Icarus was on the back foot, and the only point was that he needs to get a lot of info, which, to be honest, Sash is doing. But after the first round, that backstep path is completely null and void because there are trips, there are individuals who are holding that angle, and we have not yet seen that thing getting repeated, the backstep being repeated in the last few rounds. But so far, 9 rounds are done, 3 more are available. 7-5 could be the ideal scoreline for Xcrew, but I think 6-6 is where we are looking at max. So let's see if it is going to get replicated. But Arjun, is this just a gimmick or you really want to go with the Odin?
We will find out. We will soon find out. Okay. Even Icarus seems to be switching to an operator, which he might hand off to Wave, but let's see. All of these things could be a deception. However,
Yeah. And guys, we do have an interview as well. So let's have a look at that.
Hello guys, this is Consider.tg. With me I have Snipist from Xcrew. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I feel so good, like giving interview for my team and like playing
Yeah.
for my team too.
Yeah.
So
So let's start with the questions.
yeah,
How does your team maintain effective communication and teamwork, especially during high pressure situations?
see, mostly like we all are like high elo players, so it's just our mental does not affect in that place. It's just we have to like reset our mental, like playing in that situation, and like have to do whatever we have to in according to the situation. It's like nothing कुछ ज़्यादा होता नहीं है matter, बस just momentum का जो होता है वो आता है बीच में और कुछ
Okay.
factor.
Okay. So the next question I'm gonna ask is, how often do you practice together and what aspects of your gameplay do you focus during these sessions?
तो हमारी टीम जैसे हम लोग ने रैंडम 5-man चुन के बनाया था, तो जस्ट गेमर्स, तो हम देखा जाए तो वी डोंट स्क्रिम और वी डोंट डू प्रैक्टिस टुगेदर.
Okay.
वी डू 5-man समटाइम्स कभी कभी, एंड सो इट जस्ट खेल के साथ में टूर्नामेंट के अंदर ही.
The next question is going to be a casual one. What I'm going to ask is, what is your Valorant hot take? Controversial, any controversial stuff about Valorant that somebody should get nerfed or this map is too overrated?
आई डोंट लाइक एबिस मैप देखा जाए तो, एंड यू
Okay.
नो लाइक थोड़े कुछ प्लेयर्स बहुत ज्यादा मार रहे हैं सिर्फ ऑनलाइन. मैं नाम नहीं लेना चाहूंगा, समझ
Okay.
जाएंगे लोग.
Shots fired.
जस्ट नहीं यार, लोग हैकर बुला रहे हैं, just कभी कभी वो चलता है, कभी मार नहीं पा रहे हैं. Just लोग समझ जाएंगे क्या की बात आता है.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next question I'm going to ask is, what are your personal goals and aspirations within the Valorant competitive scene?
अभी हम लोग का मेन टारगेट है VCL स्प्लिट 1 देखा
Okay.
जाए तो. तो आवर मेन टारगेट इज टू गो प्रीमियर में. हम लोग या तो प्रीमियर से क्वालिफाई हो या फिर ओपन क्वालिफाई हम लोग जीते एंड सीधा स्प्लिट 1 खेले. मेन अभी फिलहाल के लिए हम लोग का गोल है एज अ टीम वी, एंड आगे जो होगा VCT अगर हम लोग अच्छा खेले ऑब्वियसली हम लोग खेल सकते हैं हाई लेवल, हाई जस्ट बस एक चांस चाहिए.
Okay. The last question I'm going to ask is, how have you prepared for this specific tournament and what are your expectations?
जस्ट अभी हम लोग साथ में खेल के जो होता है, आपको मैं बोला हम लोग जस्ट कैजुअल 5-man है. अगर कुछ होगा लाइक अच्छा हम लोग T3 से जीते, देन वील स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग फॉर,
Okay.
एंड हम लोग फिर अपना गोल्स के मींस पास जाएंगे एंड वील ट्राई टू अचीव दैट.
Okay. So, yeah, guys, this was Snipist from Xcrew. It's a real pleasure to have you around. So, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Well, that was insightful. Now that we know what is running in the minds of Xcrew, we can expect a greater comeback from their sides because, yeah, they are on the verge of making a comeback. It's 5-4 already. Like, they can come back, they can build a scoreline of 6-6. But while I was listening to the interview, there was a very keynote point that every now and then Ash was repeating that basically we are very calm and composed individuals. Even if we lose a particular map, we can fight back. There are no big heated moments coming in from their team, so that is something which can help them a lot because we have seen a lot of moments where a team loses a particular map and they're just completely going all in the next particular map, and due to that same reason, due to overcommitments, due to certain small mistakes, we have seen teams falling down. That should not be repeated, and I hope Xcrew is not going to do the same.
Absolutely. There was one more thing he mentioned though. They don't like Abyss.
Yeah.
And they're on Abyss. I wanna see what that holds. Somebody sure is, and that's the reason they're in this problem. But yeah, it's still gonna be a fun enough map. I mean, being a team that just goes ahead with a completely unconventional pick for a map that they don't even like, I think they have to have something behind that thought. Like, I would like to believe at least that they have some specific reason for bringing Gecko into this one, and for bringing Jet instead of Raze. We see quite a few teams go with Raze and Neon for this particular map, but they have gone with a Jet, and we've seen the value of it. That double kill from Ceylon is definitely something we cannot forget after having seen it once. But yeah, that's been quite an impressive, set of 9 rounds. However, the next 3 will definitely dictate how the second half starts.
Yeah, winning that second half special round is going to be equally important for both the sides, honestly, because if you see Xcrew is already there with their advantage, all they're going to lose is that advantage. But they will be still there available in the third map in the decider to fight back. They'll have the chance, but not for not the same situation for the sides of Asterisk, because if they lose, they're obviously going to drop down to Celestial Esports, which is sitting currently in the lower bracket round 2, not the ideal place, obviously, because then it is basically the fight for survival. Now, currently, the fight is for basically qualifying to the upper bracket finals. But guys, we have the game ready, so let's just jump back. Let's see what the action is all about and how the play is going to go. It is actually going to be a 4v5 action, Asterisk on a man disadvantage. Let's see what happens next.
Well, sometimes fate does not want it for you. A map where Asterisk was leading with a round where they had the opportunity to just move forward, and well, Arjun was not kidding about the Odin. Went in, got his frag with it. But even with a man disadvantage overall from the side of Asterisk, they are not in a position to be the losers for this round.
Why? What?
Wave is just turning tides. How did that even happen? How is this even happening? Alright, Wave, we see you. We see you making big waves for the team.
An astral divide answered by another astral divide, and then a wave just divided all the individuals out of the picture. Look at this beautiful play. Plant happened. Arjun shuts one down. The play was pretty much compromised, but still, even after the fault line hit him, this guy still found a value. Rage on the other corner, he did something interesting, that he decided to shoot the player who was trying to go for the defusal, but at the same point, instantaneously another trade came through. 6-4 already. That too with a 4-man lineup right now from the sides of Asterisk. They are still winning rounds. That is not good for the sides of Xcrew. Currently, 1 or 2 individuals of them have those hero buys. They do have vandals in their favor. They're pushing in, they're marching in right now. Ceylon is the one who needs to take the space, who needs to get the entry for the team. Repairs is going to get broken, or they can just stay out as well.
This one might just be an early plant situation for the team, and they might be able to capitalize on it. A very good use of Mosh as well. Site A is a little better for the side of Xcrew, considering that their Gecko is able to go ahead and make more acclaims here. But then again, this showstopper might just stop them in their ways. Gorange will be found.
Oh my god.
For sure had to be found. It's a 2v2 now. Make it a 2v1. Never mind.
Why?
Does not matter how many players you put in front of Wave. He got this.
So every single time, tend to overcommit, give your round to your opponent,
Last round
No,
before
man,
the
this is
switch.
not looking good. Not at all. Not at all for the sides of Xcrew, because the way they were able to win in Haven was their decisive plays, their good trade fires and all. Nothing is really working for them. And the only reason is Wave. He is just waving in with those frags. Look at him. He got a 2k, but those 2ks were very, very important because he was the last one against 2.
Taking that back.
Dogs are still disconnected. There is a man disadvantage. They need
That'll
to
work.
get a good value. I mean,
out of my way.
honestly, they could have actually brought in a scoreline of 7-5 of their own. But the way they lost the last 2 rounds is just detrimental for them. Again, a push towards A. The tripwire, the spy cam, the cyber cages are going to be efficient enough. Ceylon just barely survives. He can actually go updraft dash in from that area. And yeah, once again, they do have the control of the site. I don't know much about the post plant.
Spike planted.
I would not even say anything about the post plant because as long as Wave is alive, anything can happen.
Blocking sight.
There's definitely a good amount of knowledge being acquired from the side of Icarus as well to go ahead and help the team out.
Satchel up.
He has his neural theft. He can definitely dig out way too much information. Ceylon yet again
Ceylon.
doing the same exact magic as he did before. Waiting to see the head for the last one. Fails, but still got his kill. Oh,
One
this
enemy
is
remaining.
possible now. It is.
Ceylon is still there,
Sides.
gliding. Wow, everybody is done. The spike is off. But Ceylon is still there in the mix. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to go down anymore.
I should
7-5. Defense for
Caution
Xcrew.
here.
Now I do feel Asterisk is going to have a tough challenge because they don't have their recon agent. So they'll not get a lot of info. They just need to push in. Astra is going to be very, very important in this mix for now.
And it is being played by Wave, who's doing magic so far. So let's see
This goes here.
how those tides are going to be turned all together. However, I do believe that oh, Doxer is back, I think. I did see 4100. Okay, never mind. That ping was just deceiving.
Out of charges.
See, in these moments, that Dizzy can be effective in order to get that info, in order to,
Yeah.
if you want to go aggressive, in order to get that pick, it's going to be valuable. Ceylon has been taken away. Icarus finds a valuable one. Icarus on the other corner will march directly towards B. A tripwire being set up. They're trying to confuse their opponents. Trying to do it. Wave. Rage is down. Total discourse and the sides of Xcrew, and they are definitely about to lose this one because of the fact that 2 of their main key individuals are already there on B side, and it's a A8 altogether.
Yeah. I do like the odds of its Ash actually being able to change things around though.
Spike planted.
But then again, it's definitely a very big number disadvantage that Xcrew is running with. Oh, okay. The numbers are balanced now.
One enemy remaining.
They have the advantage as well. Arjun, not the equivalent of Wave, is he? Not in this map at least.
Yeah,
Look down on them, my friends.
pretty much. Even when you don't have the 5th member, you're still popping off. I don't know what was happening to Asterisk in the map of Haven, because they were just looking helpless. But obviously, guys, that would have been a warm-up match for them. Now that they are ready with their strategies, now that they are ready with their concerned angles and all, their agents and all, they're looking very, very effective. 3 more seconds.
Am I hearing
After that,
reverse
the action will
PG?
resume.
Without pulling them in.
Maybe. But Ceylon, he has some other plans. Shuts down the player with a bulldog with a Mayor Sheriff.
Gun here.
That's just Ceylon for you. However, I'm still waiting to see Goranj pop off. I'm upset with the absence of performance
Exactly
from
my
there.
point.
Rage had a very fantastic dominance in the last map. I'm not seeing him be that essential either.
Need that back.
So Xcrew does have quite a lot that they need to, put together for this particular map.
Lovely, Arjun. River, he shuts down one, trying to move in from A mains. And look at this, they do have the A side fully wide open. There's one more. And it's the Jet who can push in. River just tried to fake that plant. A wave on the other corner takes down Arjun. Beautiful! River. Ceylon is out. Up next is going to be Rage. It all trickles down to Goranch. And now, Anna, maybe you are going to see him popping off.
Up and away.
His Daisy is gonna be useful now.
Wingman's on defuse.
So
that
will be
Vandal.
his wingman. He recurs the Vandal as well. Yes, it's a 1v1.
Blow him up, Mosh.
The Mosh, yet again, a useful ability in this particular situation. Could not take the fight though. No matter how useful your utilities become, as long as you're not able to hit those shots, it's not gonna make sense. And Wave, yeah, just I don't think we have anything more to say about him. You can just watch his gameplay and know what he's doing.
The only adjective that suits him is wave. That's all.
True.
Beautiful. Asterisk now up with a 4-round lead, that too with just 4 men.
I need a stop.
I don't know what's happening to the sides of Xcrew because they have everything served right on their plate. All they need to do is just pick up the spoon, get those frags, and eventually convert the rounds in their favor. A side fully addressed, and eventually there are 2 to 3 individuals already there on A side. Nobody's contesting the mid. No trip pass in the mid as well, as we got to see it's Ash getting countered a lot in the mid. And once again, you are giving the space. Yash is already deep into the sides. Not the sides, but onto the top mid. Wow,
Look at that. I mean, call it
And Arjun is
literally
going to swing.
pure mechanical skill or anything. There's definitely quite some dominance from the side of Asterisk on this one.
It's Ash is still there in the site. Spike and broken away. Beautiful angel. And then, even better, the aim, the trigger discipline. Asterisk is definitely dominating, man. That too with 4 manpower. There is no questions in my mind regarding the capability of Asterisk right now. It is a reverse sweep probably. If Xcrew did not do anything, if they cannot buckle up right now after this round, I don't think so. There is anything that they can do. Yash brings in
Look
an
at
ace
that.
as well. There you go. Answer for a knife.
Beautiful. I mean, now you know why I said 2-0 Asterisk. It's not gonna be that result, but you can see my reasons for why I said that.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
See,
this time around, yes, please go ahead.
on book, on paper, if you see the team of Asterisk looks a little bit more composed. And adding on that, the trigger discipline that they're bringing in, the trade fires that they're bringing in, that is the only reason why Asterisk is leading right now. That too with 5 big rounds, with just 4 men.
True.
Because from Xcrew, utils are coming, but they were never able to like build a good economy. Here comes the showstopper. I think they should not peek unless the showstopper is out, otherwise they might lose. Ceylon on the other corner find one. Dogs their heads down. But that was a player who was already AFK. Ash on the other corner gets Yash out. It is doable. Why?
The retaliation from Icarus. You had your complaints and he's here to answer them.
Taking that
Yeah.
back.
Beautiful. Rolling Thunder. Just to buy some more time. And the play goes on. It's Ash has been compromised. It's all trickling down to what Arjun and his teammate is going to do. Well, Arjun is down. Raze becomes the last man standing. Might find some frags. He did. Will he get more? No, not at all.
Asterisk with yet another one. This is so close to a victory, and that too without Doxer. We keep mentioning it because it's that essential of a fact to tell. Doxer is the main information gathering agent from the side of Asterisk. And without him on the attacking side, they're still winning rounds after rounds. Either Xcrew is sleeping right now, or Asterisk was sleeping in the last match. One or the other was happening.
I think S6 was just having warm up. They were just trying to get the feel of what Xcrew has to offer. And now that Xcrew has shown everything that they had, look at Asterisk playing with 4 men but still dominating. Clearly dominating. They are the attackers, not at the ideal spot, but they're still winning rounds back to back. That is definitely not something that Xcrew thought, but look at this, look at this. He can easily get a frag. Wave, he's out there, dashes in, takes the weapon. Once again a cloud burst. Will he find one more? He might, but no, he fails. Wave, he gets Ceylon out. 3-4 for now. Plant yet to happen. 50 more seconds, I think they can relocate. Yeah, they're decided to relocate, it seems like that.
Going up against Wave and expecting to win is wishful thinking. Specifically on this particular map, the way this guy is popping off,
30
you
seconds
can't
left.
really
That's concealment.
deny the supremacy he has in all of the fights he's taking.
Wave, he spotted one more.
Right there.
With this a tripwire, that's why he's just not pushing. Rage on the other corner also marches away. Some flashes, some shots being connected from the back. Wave just confuses his target. Arjun might find Wave. Yes, he did. But where is the defusal? Still difficult to do.
Next to impossible. Next to impossible. Look at that. The positioning for post plant from the side of Asterisk is just supreme. However, it's gonna be a 1v2 now, which they were able to fight for a while, but River will be taken down by Arjun. This puts them in a very good situation. Xcrew will be able to take one round for themselves. However, I doubt this is gonna become a snowball effect. I doubt if this is gonna become their comeback story, putting it to an 11-13 on their victory. It's just, as we were talking in the last map, 2 mistakes away for Asterisk to close everything down.
Yeah, so far, Xcrew, whatever they're trying is just failing, but the previous round that happened, it was good because of the fact that Arjun rotated a little later and was able to catch Wave off guard. That's exactly where they got the benefit. Otherwise, if the fight would have been 3v4, Wave would have been at a good spot. I don't think that Wave could have easily snagged that round in their favor. Asterisk for now, 11 rounds under the banner. They're still looking forward to fight more and eventually get more and more values, but look at this Blades from activated Ceylon. He's holding a tight spot. River finds Arjun. Similar mistakes every now and then, just replicating that. Ash, he'll get 2 just to compensate. But even Ceylon was not that effective at that point if you see. 2 different targets.
I know
It's a 3v2. The numbers are still looking good for the side of Xcrew. They have been spotted though. With all that information given away, and Wave being still alive alongside Icarus, who by the way on this particular map has been showing up for the team, it's gonna be difficult.
Wave has taken the top mid control. 2 individuals are out there. Cypher trying to go for a plant, trying to see if there is a possibility of a plant. Ash, what?
They found my wire.
The fire has been broken.
Oh.
And Icarus finds Ash. There you go.
30
The
seconds
only
left.
opening that they needed, it's already delivered to them. Now Wave is the one which is going to hunt down the rest too. Probably, it seems like that it is highly likely to happen because the Rage, I don't think so he's going to check
They're
this
not
out.
even aware.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Well, 6. As easy as it
Match
gets.
point.
I don't know. This just, I mean, Asterisk is cutting through the scoreline on this map like hot butter through hot knife through butter. This is just not the way this was supposed to be. But well, Xcrew will have yet another opportunity, and so will Asterisk. So let's see which one is going to be able to make the best of it.
I think we'll have to wait for just one more round.
I need to stop.
Now to see what happens
Maybe
next.
so,
There's
maybe
some
not.
good picks. Ceylon, Yash, Icarus. Good trades coming in from Icarus sides. Goranj, look at his weapon. He's got a mere stinger, but if he plays on angles, his stinger can be more than effective than an AWP.
I agree with you on that. But the players from the side of Asterisk, even with that big of a wiggle room for themselves, are being cautious. They know exactly when to withdraw from a fight and when to invest in it yet again. Even that Astral Divide is online from the side of Asterisk. Can be pretty useful for being able to cut up the site and get themselves the first plant. But look at that. They don't have the spike on themselves. And they do not have the numbers either. It's a 2v4.
My eyes are better than yours.
Beautiful. One last individual left right now, and it's going to be Chris.
30 seconds left.
Deleted.
Oh my god, it's Ash has been taken down, but Arjun is right there. He should not show himself. Just wait for the right moment and strike. Tried his level best. Another smoke, but if he marched,
Oh, nicely
it will
done.
be a troublesome fight for them. But yeah, there you guys.
10
12-7.
seconds left.
Still there, striving for a comeback.
May or may not find it. May or may not. From here, at 12-7, from here, if Asterisk loses, I'll be disheartened for them. Because what do you do after that? Like,
1 second, peeps. I gotta visit the
such a
Ascent to
big
play some
lead,
stars.
such a big scoreline difference. You're able to create it and then not capitalize it. It would be disheartening.
Seven, a scoreline which is highly favoring Asterisk right now. Once again, you'll get to see the 4v5 action. Spycam has been destroyed in the top mid. Usually we don't see a lot of individuals holding that particular corner, but Goranj, finally, some beautiful play coming in from his corner, and Doxer is also back. Trouble awaits.
Not
But
for
this
long
one,
in the
Doxer won't do
game, though.
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
Icarus, he's still fighting, dude. Look at that, a 3K, equalizing the stands.
Both the sides have a Cypher and an Astra remaining.
I know exactly.
Let's see which
where
one is the better one. So far, Wave has been the better one. Not gonna deny that. But in this particular round, what's gonna be the story?
Astral Divide. They're gonna go for a plant on bridge, which is pretty difficult to deal with. Very
Spike
difficult to go for a
planted.
postman scenario, honestly. But what is Ash doing? Oh, actually, the Astral Divide will not give you any info. The audio cues are being cut off. But look at this. Wave still wants to fight at that same exact angle. Beautiful play has been built. Another Astral Divide once again, just like the previous round. If they march, even if the barrel is visible, the player will go down, and that exactly is what is going to happen.
Oh,
4K for
beautiful.
Icarus. Finally, Ash is going to shut the player down, and there we go. 12-8. But now that Doxer is back, I doubt that we are going to see a 12-9.
We may not. I'm not gonna check anything off the boxes for this one. This has been one of the most indecisive matches of the day. Or of the season, I would say, so far.
Yes, this should do.
I
think,
cannot.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, go on, good.
I was just saying that I cannot really make up my mind of how this game is gonna unfold, who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. It's all so indecisive. I feel like so far Xcrew was taking their own time to understand how they want to deal with this map. Being on the defensive side has given them a little bit more opportunity. But yeah, if it goes to overtime, I don't think it's gonna be an Xcrew match. However, I do believe it can go to overtime.
Here.
Let's hope for the best. Honestly, overtime is something which is still on the table due to the fact that 4 more rounds is needed for Xcrew to bring in the OT. I think there is no room for a mistake from the sides of Xcrew. Even if they slip in a single round, they're out. Their advantage is done. And there is a term that we can carry forward the momentum. That is exactly where Asterisk
Yes.
can shut their opponents in the third map because of the fact that they have better understanding right now. It seems like that they have kind of understood what they need to do and how their opponents are going to react to a number of equations. And they're just being effective at it. Wave, I don't know what got into him. I had my doubts that you're playing a very complex agent, like Astra in itself is a very complex agent, but this guy, he is not just playing a beautiful agent, but at the same point, showcasing his talent with the weapon as well. Getting those frags, getting the value with smokes, astral divides, confusing his opponents. The stuns for the post plants are absolutely amazing. I remember a round where Goranch was the last one standing, and on tower, it was Wave which was surviving. And what Wave did was basically utilize the stun and then swing around, take the player down. Goranch tried his level best, like he utilized his mosh pit, he utilized his wingman to go for the defusal, but still nothing really worked for him because it was Wave at the end.
True that. True that. However, we did see Goranch also recently start popping off for his team, so you never know. Things might change around. Both the teams have started seeing a better future for themselves. But yeah, this is definitely one where the better value ultimates are going to be available to the side of Asterisk. Because from the defensive side, I have not seen Thrashes be as useful as it is on the attacking side.
Yeah. And second, they're getting ready to strike on B, but that op, it was like a statutory, it was like a very big warning. But still, the entry is being made. Yash, let's see what he's gonna do. He's right there, pushed in with the showstopper. Look at this whole pathway that has been created from the other side. They're trying to enter. But on which side? Yash patiently waiting, but no, this time it will not work. He had everything. Judge a beautiful angle, but here comes the stun. Arjun fights back. Wave is down. Dogzer. He retaliates and takes down Arjun. The plant will happen, but the post plant is going to be equally difficult. There comes a rolling thunder. The plant is done. The players who have been stunned, they need to push in. Ash. Beautiful. A shorty. That's all it is needed. But Icarus on the other corner will take down Zilon Goranch. I think that's a 2k for him.
That it is, and it's a 3v1 now. Dogster, if he wants to win, he has to take all of the fights and win them all, but he won't be able to because Goranch is finally stepping up for the team, showing up with his best colors.
It's lovely.
Can someone buy me, please?
3 more rounds. 3 more rounds is what Xcrew needs to bring in the OT. Upper bracket semis. It is looking very fierce right now. I have no idea who's going to win, but at the same point, there have been certain mistakes that are being done from both the sides. Again, if you talk about this particular round, Yash, he missed. His barrel was visible. 2 individuals peeked on him. It was a wall bangable shot that got him out. Beautiful. Well, 9. They are pushing. There's a recon for the mid. Nobody is there on the top mid, but there are still individuals who are trying to hold on the sides.
This is gonna be a difficult one. Every single round from here is gonna be a difficult one, specifically for the side of Xcrew, because one single mistake and they will lose it all. Ceylon's position is so supreme. The fact that he has been detected is gonna be definitely useful for the team. The Hunter's Fury should be able to ding him. He is taken down. The operator is out of the mix now.
4v4, Xcrew. The plan is yet to happen. Odds are in their favor right now. Timer is running low, but Arjun,
I must wait a moment.
he ran and gave up the info. Hop! Oh, Yash. Bit bitter. Shoots on his opponent. Another beautiful advantage being dealt. River, he takes down the trade of Arjun. All down to what these 2 individuals can do. Goranch and his teammate Rage. Rage was super good in the previous map, but okay. Now to open up, yes, this detain is going to work a lot. Thrash finds one. He's going to take the opponent away. Now, do they have wingman? Yeah, he has got the wingman covered up. He's going to utilize that. Go for at least a half def. Cover it up. High-low combinations maybe? Yeah, that's exactly what they're working on. Dogzer, he finds one. Dogzer
they
finds
could
two.
not
He got
sustain.
14-9. It is done. Asterisk is going to fight back, retaliate, and pull themselves back into the competition. Upper bracket semis, it's not over yet.
It isn't, and it surely shouldn't be. I mean, I'm loving the way these teams are playing. The first map, we kept seeing how there were mistakes after mistakes being made from the side of Asterisk. The second map, we kept seeing mistakes after mistakes being made from the side of Xcrew. I think they both are intimidating each other to the point that it's just difficult to figure out which team is gonna take the third map. I am more than excited to see what comes next. This has just become one of those matches where you just completely sit on the edge of your seat, waiting for next thing to happen.
Agreed, because every single round there was a thrill. But the worst part is that despite of the fact that there were at least 7 to 8 rounds where Dogzer was out, Xcrew was not able to capitalize on it. It was something which I never really expected, honestly, because a 4v5 Xcrew as a team, beautiful, amazing individuals. Let's have a look at the crucial moments as well so that we can clearly see how it all got started. Well, it all got started with the way Xcrew retaliated. I mean, those beautiful flanks coming in. It's Ash, he came back with a backstab, got 2 big rounds, but after that a wave just found his grasp and then he just went all in.
Wave was a literal beauty in today's match, in this particular map. I mean, seeing Astra come back into play after a really long time, because before her buff, she was one of the characters that was not being picked a lot, one of the agents that was not being played a lot, and still being able to go ahead and fantastically not only fulfill the duty of being an Astra, but also being one of the top fraggers for the team. Beautifully done from his side. But then again, no matter what you say about this particular match, the most beautiful moments were still taken by Ceylon. Not once but twice. Just gliding down, taking those frags.
Yeah, and he was able to even save one particular round for the team, but in the next one what happened really was not that effective for them. Anyway guys, 6-4 is where we thought that now there will be a comeback because of the fact that there was Dogzer who was facing a technical difficulty. We thought really there is going to be a comeback. Okay, then 7-5. Maybe in the second half there is a chance because Xcrew, they will be on the defensive side. Asterisk needs to attack, but they still were able to prevail.
I mean, eventually there came a fight from the side of Xcrew which started making it look like a comeback story can be written. When the scoreline hit 12 for the side of Asterisk, we suddenly started seeing Xcrew go up and give more and more rounds for themselves. But then again, 3 rounds before the overtime, it was pushed onto a victory for the side of Asterisk. Xcrew, who could have closed this on a 2-0 if only they kept a little bit more focus on what they were doing the last map and replicated it, just ended up being pushed to the third map.
Now, I think there were a lot of moments where we got to see Xcrew once again fighting back. Even this one, if you see, there was a good chance. The wingman that was deployed, high-low combination is what they were trying to go for. One player crouched, another one trying to sit upright and maybe probably hunt the player down, but it just never really happened. Dogzer was pretty keen with his aim. All said and guys, the scoreboard tells us that it's 39 already. Good difference, 4 rounds of a difference between Xcrew and Asterisk to bring Asterisk back. Yes, definitely did some wonderful stuff with the showstopper team, with the trigger discipline and all, but in all honesty, a wave is the one which really changed the game.
Yeah. In a couple of rounds, even Icarus did show up for the same. I mean, I think there's at least 2 to 3 rounds where I saw Icarus go in for those 2Ks and 3Ks, just bringing the game back from, being taken away from the side of Xcrew. And Xcrew did end up losing a lot of rounds, which felt like they were going to be their easy wins. All thanks to Icarus and Wave from the side of Asterisk. I did not see similar dominance from anyone from the side of Xcrew. I was expecting it a lot from the side of Itzash. Goranj did show up, but he was too late for the party. Just could not make enough dominance, enough round difference to be able to go ahead and put it to an overtime or even to a victory.
At the end, it will all be trickling down to the last map where things might change. But let's talk about the MVP. Let's congratulate him. It is for sure going to be the guy Yash, I believe. Yeah, of course it is Yash. 23 frags, 5 assists, 5 first kills as well. Damage looks good, 4,300, sorry. And the headshot percent is 19%. ACS of 302 already tells you that how much of an effective individual he was. In every single fight that he dove into, got a good value and retaliated. But the problem is, this one, Abyss, is a map which Yash and which actually Ash and his teammates do not really like. They have already stated that in the interview. So maybe that is the reason why they failed in this one. Now the next map that is going to happen, maybe there is a comeback that is waiting.
Might very well be. It's gonna be Ascent, and that's one of the maps everyone has loved for a really long time. So we'll find out. I do wanna again see some mix and match in the overall, pick of agents for Ascent. But let's see. We'll find out.
Yeah. Ascent is a map definitely where both the teams are going to feel quite comfortable, and again, it all trickles down to what kind of agents you are going to bring. Are you going to somehow experimentalize the match, bring in Brim, Deadlock, maybe some other agents as well, or you're just going to stick with the conventional composition of a Jet? Then you have other agents, like if you talk about KO and Sova, it can be pretty beneficial. It all is going to trickle down to the decider. So that 24 round of a map is very, very important in order to qualify to the upper bracket finals. And why is it important, guys? Because from upper bracket finals, you can straight up into the grand finals if you win. So that path, that fight, that hunger is going to be a little bit narrower, and you will have a brighter chance of securing some good spots in your favor. And upon qualifying to the upper bracket finals, you do have the advantage of, if you fall down into the lower bracket finals, then again you compete back, be in the grand finals. So that whole path is just getting narrowed. So for that reason, I do believe it's very, very important for both the teams.
Absolutely. And both of them would want to stay on track with their overall score lines. But yeah, I think the third map is waiting for us. Very soon, we might be seeing the teams just go head to head with each other. I feel like both the teams are in a rush to go ahead and find themselves the victory that they need. So just waiting for that to unfold. But in the meanwhile, let's quickly take a look at what Icarus has to say, because we already heard its Ash. We already heard one of the ciphers. Let's go for the other one now.
Hey guys, this is GG. With me I have Icarus from Asterisk. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling great. Semi-final soon.
I'm gonna straight away just fire up the questions. How do you approach adapting your playstyle to the ever-changing meta of Valorant?
I have to keep playing a lot of ranked, I think.
Okay.
That's a very important thing to do, because you get to test out like various things in ranked which you might not get to in normal scrims environment, or even the competitive tournaments. So that's, I think, a very big point.
Okay. The next question I'm gonna ask is, how does your team maintain effective communication and teamwork, especially during high pressure moments or situations?
I think for that, I think just discipline comes into play a lot. Just having the discipline to just not overreact sometimes in situations, even when the pressure is getting to you. I think that's a very big point, and keeping your breathing stable. That helps you to keep calm in those moments, I think.
Okay, that's great. What's your hot take about Valorant?
What's my hot? Nerf Neon, please, for the love of God, nerf Neon. Holy shit, it's so bad. It's so bad right now. This meta is bad. Chamber meta was worse. Chamber meta was better, I think.
Okay. So, and the last question I'm gonna ask is, have you studied your opponent's potential, and what strategies do you anticipate they will employ?
No, we have not really studied our opponents yet. I think we'll just play on our strengths, and that should be enough if we can do that.
So for this contemporary, I'm going to ask is, how have you prepared for this specific tournament, and what are your expectations?
Prepared, we scrimmed together as a team, and that's all we have done. Not much preparation coming into this. I think we'll just win all our individual and just experience.
So guys, this was Icarus from Asterisk. It's really a pleasure having you here. So thank you guys. We'll see you around.
Yes, thank you. See ya.
Well, that was the interview from the side of Icarus, and as we heard, Raider, completely opposite approach. We heard from its Ash that team just goes ahead and plays a lot of ranked together. From the side of Icarus, we heard that they do a lot of scrim practice. definitely a completely different environment that you practice yourselves in, and I think we're going to
Yeah.
find out which one is better once we go into this, because I think scrims give you a lot more stability and a lot more preparation for a competitive game, but ranked just makes you a lot more adaptable to whatever can be thrown from the other side.
Yeah, I totally agree with your points, because in ranked matches you never know what is going to happen, and there are often quite a few moments where you play with a duo or maybe even solo as well, or maybe with three individuals in a team. So whatever that fifth and fourth individual is going to do, you don't have control on that. So there have been a lot of moments where we have seen individuals flipping out. So let's see when it comes to a scrim experience, as you rightly talked about it, that situations are controlled. You have a set amount of rounds, and obviously at the same point the map is pretty much adequately available for you. And ranked, obviously, maybe your preferred map is not going to come when you're trying to go for the matchmaking. Anyway guys, let's talk about the map of Ascent, the decider, where the agent select is already upon us, and it seems like that there will be no changes from Xcrew. They are sticking to their guns and eventually decided that they're going to go with the conventional. Ash has switched his gear to a KJ, and so does Icarus.
No, I am not very happy. I'm not very happy. But again, it's not about making me happy. It's about winning the game. Both the teams are ready
Yeah.
for that. But yeah, I wish there was a difference. I wish there was something, new, something experimental coming on this map. But yeah, again, considering both the teams are on the third map, nobody has a safety net anymore. They would want to go for what works best.
Yeah, conventional approach, by the book, follow the meta, get some good frags, win the round. That's all is pretty much what Asterisk is looking forward to, because they do have the momentum as well. So yeah, every other thing is pretty much similar. 1-1 is the scoreline when it comes to the BO3, but the only thing that is an advantage for Asterisk is basically their mental balance at this point, their advantage that they were able to build, the pressure that they were able to build by beating their opponents in Abyss. So let's see if Xcrew has something different to offer, because right now Xcrew is just slowly getting ready. A KO, just to get the info, just to get the insights of where the place could be holding. And let's kick off the decider, guys. The very first round. There goes the knife.
Push the
Dashes,
players.
was flashed. Yes, beautiful play. Gets through down. Arjun retaliates.
Xcrew, just a little bit of difference in timing there. It could have been a much better orchestrated
Spike
move.
down A.
They just could not sustain it. However, it's brought down to a 1v2. Not going to be the most difficult ones out there. But then again, I need to see what It's Ash is going to be able to bring to the table as a killjoy. Because so far we've seen him as the Cypher. Oh, he's going to be sandwiched. They both might just swing in together.
One from main, another one from Haven. Yeah, I do believe it's a sandwich situation for him, but it's as he's
Has
just trying
enough
to
time.
defy the odds.
Yeah, he
he's
has
trying to
enough
defy
time
the odds,
to
and he's
go
trying
ahead
to
and do that.
isolate the fight.
Exactly.
But
Can't
no,
though.
Dogzer. Yeah, Dogzer is going to be the better one out here. I just want to see a close contention, because we know that one of these teams are going to win. This is the map which is going to decide that who's going to be there in the upper bracket finals and who's going to drop down to lower bracket round 2. But I want to see that close contention, maybe even an OT. That will even spice up the things.
Might very well, might very well. A very good textbook approach from the side of Xcrew, but then again, the way it was executed just made it slightly, off-timed. Because once the knife goes in, you need to wait a little bit before you start pushing in. Just a little bit, just a few milliseconds before the players from Asterisk could have understood that they've been suppressed and moved back. That retaliation just didn't happen at the right time. This time around, yet again, Ceylon, I am not liking the fact that he's going in that blindly every single time and just dying.
It was a bonus buy round for the size of Asterisk, so Xcrew was already on an economical buy. I don't think so they could have done much. What they can have,
I know,
what
but they
could
had
have
to
done
drop
is basically
weapons.
damage their. Yeah, they could have
Yeah.
damaged the economy from the other side. Rage is trying to do that. Got a good value. But no, Yash fights back. They pushes in, one down, maybe two. No, okay. But he still got two frags, so that's okay. Two weapons down. Not
Not
a
enough.
desired round. Yeah, exactly. It is not enough. Two rounds are already out of their hands. Xcrew because of the fact that Asterisk is now building that momentum that they had in the Abyss, in the map of Abyss, the second one, I think there's a good chance that they can maintain this reign of terror till the end. But yeah, guys, now Asterisk will be fighting with a bonus buy, but they are on the defense, so this bonus buy might just work.
Let's see. Both the teams cannot afford to be on a very low, economy, because they both are running on a Sentinel, which requires a lot of cash to be able to be fully utilized. They both need to find that stability as quickly as possible and are trying to. The weapons from the side of Asterisk, though, they are running on the bonus, so are not going to be the best ones out there. But still, they have the numbers advantage coming in nonetheless.
Ash with that outlaw finds a very valuable pick. Now that KJ is down, the post-plant scenario is going to be very difficult, even if they get the plant. Blaze Storm is activated. Interesting. Knife will not work that much. That 0 point was not that effective. Arjun on the other corner will take down Yash, and Yash was actually activating the Blade Storm.
Oh,
not a very good start for him. Icarus on the other corner. Look at him. Just coming out of the smokes, the dark covers, and then putting the player down. A paranoia. Rage still fights back. Xcrew. Are they going to win this one, Dogzo?
30 seconds left.
This is definitely a weapon they're scared of. Ares is not going to be the best to fight against, but Rage will be able to shut this down. Xcrew finally get one, but at what cost? They have lost 4 of their weapons in the process. This was a full buy round for the side of Xcrew, and then losing 4 full weapons on a round which the other team was playing completely on bonus. Expensive.
Yeah. And it's pretty clear in the buy as well right now. They are going for Judge. Ceylon might find some value with that Judge, but Spectres on Gorange. 2 Vandals. They do have that. But on half shields. 0 point goes in. Presence has been detected. Yash is going to be the effective one probably. Oh, wall bangable shots. There's Arlo. But that Judge might not work. Gorange. Honestly, Dogs just got into a line of fire from like 2 to 3 individuals. So that's how he got popped off. But still, if you see, Xcrew is super low, KJ is super low, KO is super low, the other two, Jet and Controller, they're also pretty low. The only one which has got some decent HP is going to be the Sova, which has got the Hunter's Fury as well. So for post-plant, it might work, but for now, in order to get an entry, it's going to be difficult for them, because even a single shot could land them out of the lobby.
I agree. It's definitely not the best situation for the side of Xcrew, but the numbers being up, even if it's by a very little HP, do help. You can always have an extra bait to fight with. The rotation from the side of Asterisk has been quick, but then again, they were able to pick up a healthy player instead of ones with lower HP, so definitely gonna put a very big question mark on how Xcrew will fight it. Now it's 12 HP against 3 players. Yeah. Expected.
3-1 already. Now, the buy will be there. I do believe whatever they saved in the previous round, it's going to be here in this particular fight. But this Gen, the angle that was there from River's perspective, it was good. But at the end, he also got taken away. Trade first was decent, but a 1v3 at 12 HP was just not something which could be pulled off that easily. 3-1 is now what the score is. A small tech pause. Who's out?
Well, I think we're gonna have to keep, mingling around with the tech pause for a while. Not something we can really defy at any cost from our side, but yeah, something that's gonna give a lot of time for Xcrew to go ahead and analyze how they want to bring this back, because it doesn't seem like they can. It's not gonna be easy. Not after the way Asterisk has surmounted their lead, asserted their dominance, even in this particular map.
Agreed. Specifically when they don't have a buy for the 5th round. There's a Guardian that they can play with. But then if they really want to push forward, I think Sheriff is the only go-to option that they will go with. Arjun, Gorange, it's Ash, and Ceylon. See, in the first map of even Xcrew was definitely looking a little bit more composed, more confident, because at that point, Asterisk was just trying to flood in, not checking a lot of corners. But right now, Asterisk is just pretty much, it seems like that they are logged in, honestly. They know that they have to check every nook and cranny while being on the defender's side in this map, which is actually a defense-oriented map. They are definitely having their feel. And this is actually an added advantage for the sides of Asterisk, that the momentum that they were able to bring in from Ibis, it is just going to get continued in this one as well.
I agree. Abyss being one of the maps which would have completely thrown Xcrew off their game, because again, as they mentioned, they don't like that map. Plus, they are one of the teams who's mostly been playing ranked. You don't get as much of Abyss to play in ranked because someone or the other just does not pick an agent, and you get a new select.
Most of the time, it's me.
Now I know who to blame next time my match just gets to requeue.
Sure, you can. I'll be honored, because Abyss is a map that I honestly don't like. So yeah, there you go. Anyway,
Xcrew might be looking for a new player. You wanna join?
Let's face the reality. I'm not that good.
I mean, I knew that, but you can all not
Wow.
like Abyss together.
So much for being humble, right?
I was kidding, okay? I was kidding. Or was I?
Okay. Meanwhile, the business in the game is getting serious, because lights are on. No more tech pose for now. Yash with that outlaw. He's like peeking into the soul of that tile area. One good shot. He might find the value. He did.
Goodness.
Brilliant.
He found a lot of value.
That is just beauty. You want to see the replay after the sound gets over, man, because that second shot without even a reload, the only bullet that was available in that weapon went straight up, penetrated Ceylon and took him down.
One enemy remaining.
Absolutely did, and the rest of the team is not far behind either. The shock dart is gonna take Arjun away. And look at that. Yash comes up with his third. I think the run has just become much more exciting from here. They were running on a broken buy, and they're gonna have the option to carry the same thing for yet another round.
This one might be difficult for Asterisk because of the fact that they do not have good weapons. Okay, they had economy, so they were like, yeah, let's ditch outlaw and all. Let's bring in the operator.
Operator,
Yash,
yes.
11 frags already in his favor. Paranoia to answer back the paranoia. Interesting. And there is a null command already being activated from the attackers. Not just that, Hunter's Fury. Yash, this first shot was not that effective. Icarus on the other corner will take down Ceylon. What wave?
Wave is not stopping.
He's gonna be
though.
wavy. Changes his weapon. I thought maybe he's gonna get the fourth frag, but yeah, they're going to get the fifth round at the end.
Wave is prepared with his anthem. He's gonna be waving flags at the end of this one. Not a white one though. He's not surrendering.
A tactical timeout in order to answer back. Nice. See, these 60 seconds are going to be very important in order to figure out what's going wrong. But honestly, what's going wrong is basically they are trying to ease off into the map, into the rounds. They're trying to get some initial picks, figure out a way the players are pushing in. But it's like Asterisk have a very different approach. They are pushing in from all the different corners. If you're hitting B, they will be hitting from B main as well. There will be someone who is trying to peek you from tiles. There will be someone who is going to completely come from the CT spawn and eventually then put you down. So there is a lot of difficulty that I believe currently Xcrew is facing right now. And the only way they can come back is basically going all in. They can also be that aggressive. They can also just force their way in. Maybe that is going to happen in this next round.
Might very well. But yeah, these 60 seconds have definitely passed. But I think every single second from here on is gonna be crucial for the side of Xcrew. They had such a bombastic start into the game, but now it seems like they're struggling to find every single round.
Cover going out.
5-1. Operator out. Yash. Dash activated. Will he check that left corner? He did, and he spotted the player. Takes down Rage. KO is down. No suppression. No information. It's just the Sova that you're left with. But another paranoia. Brilliant. There's Arnia sighted. But no, Goransh. In a round, Wave takes a 3K, and in another round, he gets taken down in a mid-range fight. That too, with just a mere stinger.
True that. However, Ceylon will be the one who actually pioneers the biggest number of frags for his team in the current scenario. It's a 2v3 retake.
Last player standing.
Not being on the I think, let's call it.
Icarus, the last man standing. Off is in the hand, plays some activated, takes one down, but at the end it's Ash. He's gonna put down Icarus. 5-2. A thrifty being pulled off. Well, thanks to the commitment that was showed, or should I say the overcommitment that was showed from the sides of Asterisk. So this is the thing that I was talking about while we were there in the tactical timeout, that in order to answer back the commitments coming in from the sides of Asterisk, you can also showcase your own aggression. That's exactly what Xcrew did. They just went all in. Even after they lost the KO, they just decided that we are going to just push in onto the trees and then get the value. They did got a good value. Paranj fought back with the stinger, and then so on and so forth. We got to see a beautiful trade fire coming in. That recon bolt going to get destroyed. Turret will give up the info. But right now, what Dogzar and his teammates are waiting is basically how they can put down someone trying to peek from the catwalk.
This time around, I'm waiting to see how Xcrew is going to be able to lure the utilities from the side of Asterisk before they walk in. But look at that wave. Finds the first casualty, goes ahead and makes sure that the numbers are already in the advantage for the side of Asterisk. With the null command also being in place, there's definitely a lot of paralyzed move coming in from the side of Xcrew. They're not on their all fours.
Yeah, what they can do is just basically back out or maybe wait for the ult to doze off. Yeah, there's a knife. Trying to get the info, but still, it's a commitment over B. KJ Icarus was holding that particular corner. Let's wait if they get the info, because turret is upright and the nano swarms are also activated over there. It is available, I mean, they are well placed. So for that reason, making an entry on this side is just not going to be easy. Flash denies that. Beautiful pick. It goes down. That was just smooth. Yash on the other corner. Fights back once again.
Crisp.
But it's Ash. He's like, yeah, I am also a little bit more crispy.
10 seconds left.
That he is, but with a paper thin map like Ascent, is it gonna be an easy 1v3? I don't think so.
An ace
He
with
gets
no time.
one more. It's a 1v2 now. Could be an ace, but it isn't, because, well, you do also have to make sure that you're on time for your plans. They're not even giving him enough opportunity to go ahead for that extra 300 by planting.
Yeah.
Goodness, merciless is what Asterisk is right now.
I mean, the way they lost the first map, they need to be. Because if they give space, we know Xcrew
Makes sense.
what they can do. So yeah, they need to be merciless at this point. They need to just get every single advantage under their control. And being the defense-sided map, they're doing great. They're doing great. 6-2 is definitely the ideal scoreline that you need to have. But at the end, if they can get a 10-2 or maybe a 9-3, at max an 8-4, they can be comfortable while they are attacking.
That they can. Asterisk already is in a good enough position, I would say. But then again, every single round they get from here is just gonna keep adding to that cushioning. Xcrew, on the other hand, will require everything they can take. Look at that! Yash! He has shut down the most vital player from last round. He's making statements here, not getting frags.
No, Chris. In these moments, I think that trigger discipline really matters the most.
Yes.
Two of them are already down. Blazestorm activated. Door's gonna be down, I believe. Rage is going to plant. Asterisk.
Spike planted.
What are they going to do? Beautiful setup being already delivered. Yash, he might spot someone. Yeah, the barrel is visible. He is willing to shoot him down. How is it going to happen? Yeah, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful pick coming through.
Oh,
they can dash in.
After.
River
There's
still
players.
finds one. The only individual that
Wow.
was left was behind the door, and there you go. Asterisk, beautiful retake. This is how you aim and eventually shut your opponent down. It was a 3v4, mind you, Anna.
Yep. It was a disadvantageous situation for the side of Asterisk, but they did show up for the occasion with every single thing they had. Also swapped skins because why not?
A lot of confusion, to
I
be
mean,
honest, because of that shrouded step and dark covers and all. There was a lot of confusion from the sides of
true
Xcrew.
that.
They were pretty confused regarding where the player could be coming in from, because uh, as soon as two of them were marching in from the tree, one that is River, he got 2 frags from the top, from Haven. So they were confused that
True
which angle
that.
should I aim for?
I agree, but I think Yash shouldn't have gotten that frag. Letting him take that frag actually ruined the round for the side of Xcrew. But well, yet another round, yet another story. 7-2. The scoreline already is leaning towards Asterisks and not giving a lot of room for the side of Xcrew. In the coming 3 rounds that remain, one which is going on already. Even if one is taken by Asterisks, they are gonna have the most comfortable swap of Haven.
I kind of agree on that. 7-5, still a good scoreline for them. Dogs could have taken the player away, but eventually that pixel peak that costed him. Dogs has got the info that the players have already infiltrated the market region. Good knife. 0 Point is going to disable the woman's paranoia and all, but they have actually decided to relocate themselves and push towards A.
30 seconds
Those
left.
nano swarms which are allocated onto the door, it is going to deny that entry that easily. It's Ash still finds River. Alarm bot has been triggered. The player wants to back out. It's a wave. Utilizing the shadow step, confuses his opponent, fights back, and there's a defender's KJ lockdown. The plant has happened, but Rage, if he swings, he might just go down. Yes, he did.
One enemy remaining.
It's a 4v1 now. A 4v1.
8-2.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
It's like
way
it's a totally different team.
it is, it definitely seems so. So when we saw the first and second map, my head was thinking, okay, one of these teams is gonna win. And that team is
Yeah.
gonna move forward and fight PUBG Esports. I don't think that's gonna be a fair battle. Because PUBG just pulled up miracles in the last one. But now I think Asterisk is giving me enough confidence to see them go up face to face with PUBG and give a hard run to PUBG for that money. But yeah, Yash with those 16 frags already in like what 10 rounds of the game, flashy.
Scanning ahead.
Yash
Take it, sir.
again finds a value. Oh,
Yeah.
the Odin. Arjun retaliates. That's good. An operator answered by a guardian, a mere guardian. 2200 kids. That's all you get. Brilliant. Attackers,
HP
Hunter's
on
Fury
Exash, though.
utilized as well. Yeah, he's super low. No way. Goran, she retaliates, but trust me, these are not the moments where you can have the freedom of letting go of your players, of losing your players. Paranoia, but still Goran will be
nicely
able
done.
to attain that shot. A wave goes down. Dogza is the last one. Let's see our top 3 in the level up leaderboard. Let's see what you have.
The positioning is very good on Arjun. The positioning is very good. He did not have to peek. He did not have to peek.
Yeah.
But well, he won the fight, so nobody cares. I mean, see, if he had lost that fight, he would actually put the team in a lot of trouble because we know Itzash was very low on HP and then Goranch was remaining, but Goranch had an operator. It wasn't going to be making as much sense. But I mean, I think definitely that peek wasn't necessary. Arjun could have stayed in, waited
Right here.
for a move from the side of Doxer, but well, it worked out. It worked out, so I'm not gonna argue on that.
Yeah.
Right here.
One more round. I think 9-3 is the ideal scoreline which Asterisk is looking at. All jokes aside, whatever the curse might bring. Beautiful shot! Ash! Finds a value, Arjun goes down.
You should run.
Dark cover's already appointed and there's an attacker's KJ locked down. All the nanoswarms are ineffective. They're just waiting so that the side is going to get cleared off.
Oh, look at that. Yet another attempt from the side of Yash. Did not convert this time around, but there's definitely going to be equalized numbers because of the trades that came in from the side of Xcrew. And in this scenario, as they move towards pushing it to a post plant, I feel like Xcrew might just have a better opportunity because of the positioning on Wave. Wave is, okay, finally coming back into the game. I don't know. I feel like this round is screaming Xcrew. I strongly feel that this is an Xcrew round.
One enemy remaining.
Goranj takes on Wave. One last individual. Goranj, where were you, man, in Abyss?
In the
Switching
second half.
sides.
That's where he was.
Wow. 8-4 it is. A pretty comfortable start is going to be there for the sides of team Asterisk right now on their attacking half. But again, winning that pistol round is going to either make or break their stance. Because if it's a scoreline of 6-8, it's still too close for the comfort. There might be a comeback coming in from Xcrew if the scoreline goes in for 6-8. So this round is going to be very crucial. All those frenzies, if they want to go with it, Sheriff, Ghost Classic, these weapons are going to be highly important, highly valuable out here. But Yash, look at him. I mean, in just 12 rounds, 18 frags already. This guy is just going huge.
That is true. That is true. He is just unstoppable currently. But then again, now the tables have turned, the sides have swapped. Maybe, just maybe, Ceylon will come back with the right kind of answers for this. Look at the way they peeked. 3 people peeking at once, and Yash just continues to be absolutely amazing. Gets retaliated by Arjun, but then again, the trade will come in from the side of Doxer. The opposite Sova.
There you go. Another trade from the opposite.
Player standing.
And one more from the opposite KJ.
Last player standing.
Interesting. Doxer takes down Ash. This is the moment where games could change. Don't try to take that fight. You had a lower amount of HP. Could have gone for the plant. Anyway, loses the fight, and Punish is the one which is going to lift this round up in the favor of Team Xcrew. Because what happened in the mid, Arjun and then Yash starting it off with a 2k, then Arjun retaliating with a 2k of his own. Goranj definitely had an edge, and Goranj is the one who converted the fight in the mid as well.
True that. He might be able to bring some life back into this particular game. Xcrew with that 5 are looking good. They do need one more. They are going to have the better weaponry to go for it. They might be able to bring the scoreline difference to minimal. But then again, okay, I think... Yeah, exactly. I don't want them overextending right now.
That block has been blocked with the cloud burst, but the player has come. Beautiful shot. Anyway, Solana has been taken down, but he still got 2 values, 2 frags. So that's good for Xcrew. But what about Asterisk? How are they going to push in? They lost the pistol. So obviously they are now undermining their buy. They have some sheriffs or maybe ghosts. Even a classic, look at this. Because River needs to have that util game. No entry for now. But they are approaching A main. But this Guardian can actually change everything.
No charges.
It sure can, it sure can. Rage has to be on point with his gameplay, but Goranj will be able to retaliate very well to it. Yet another round that Xcrew was able to bring back for themselves. You wanted a close match? There you have it.
And well, I'm happy about it.
It should be. We all are. We all are.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful day, to be honest, because the upper bracket semis, if it is going to be a 2-0, we all cannot be happy about that because that fierce competition, where is that? Well, it's here. Look at this. Good trade fires, interesting rounds, intriguing smokes, even better ops and outlaw. The one taps are absolutely amazing. So far, This action looks good. But now the question is, what next? A flash and a knife. Brilliant. But with this outlaw, there is a very good chance that Ceylon might find a value.
Has to fall back though. Now, I mean, I'm having a hard time figuring out myself where exactly Asterisk is trying to hit. I think it's gonna be site A. And the read has been okay-ish from the side of Xcrew as well. They're not gonna be rushing in that quickly because they do have nano swarms sitting on site B. So Killjoy will have to stay back a little. But the overall opportunity from the side of Xcrew is just building up. Ceylon's position is detrimental. He could have changed the game, but that just did not work out. That shot he was
lovely.
slightly off
Spike
mark.
down A.
But Goranj will be able to bring that back.
Such an investment will not work anymore. 8-7 already. Xcrew, they're coming back. And it's a rapid force that S6 needs to reckon with. I don't know how effectively they're going to play in the near future, but at the same point, look at this, the buy now for Xcrew is not going to be that sufficient. They were able to bring in a lot of Guardians, some Vandals, and whatnot. Even a shotty was there for a moment. I got to see it was actually from Ceylon's corner. But yeah, 8-7. Good start for the second half for Xcrew. This is definitely the ideal start that they wanted. But the question is, are they going to maintain this tempo, or is there something different cooking in from the sides of Asterisk? Knife delivered, but that recon will get a lot of info, and there comes the Hunter's Fury.
Not to a lot of value, but definitely gonna give a lot of space for the attackers to move in from, and that's exactly what has happened. The complete rush will come in, but it's Ash will be still able to find 3 for himself, and Xcrew will yet again find another round for themselves, putting themselves on the equalizer.
Wow.
Yes, Globe, dance.
Can I get this?
Beautiful, beautiful action coming in from the sides of Xcrew. I mean, every single advantage that they're getting, they're just spreading in. And the way Asterisk started to pop off on their attacking hub was basically going aggressive. They just decided to decide a particular side and then just push in, be it a triangle or the mid or maybe even mains from A or B. So they were effective in it. Now the score is 8-8. You never know how and which particular team or when they're going to pop over. Blaze from activated. Yesh wants to push in, goes in for the abrupt, pushes away. Random shot, never really got connected. Fragment is going to push Ceylon back, but it is still not going to give a space to Yash.
There's definitely a lot to capitalize here from the side of Xcrew. They do need to make sure that they keep climbing on the lead. Goranj solo-handedly trying to hold on to the fort, won't be able to, loses the fight, and now Xcrew will be on the man count disadvantage. Not the best roller coaster effect that can come in from their side, but still not all is lost. Not all is lost.
This one is difficult, honestly. I think it's a 9-8 scoreline from here. Coming back is not going to be easy. Yeah, it is a 3v4 equation right now.
Never mind me.
Hello? Nicholas fights back. Arjun goes down. Nano Swarm, in order to deny the entry, but there is a guy who is holding the Underhaven, and it's the KO. Could be a X Factor out here. Is he going to check that corner or not? Let's wait and watch.
No, exactly. Very important.
Beautiful. Timer is running low. He needs to play on angles. He just needs to figure out to buy time. He did. And there you go. Asterisk is going to win, but it was a close battle. Icarus is barely inching away to his victory. 9-8. And I don't think so Xcrew is going to have a tough time for reinvesting. But what about Asterisk? They're going to have a tough time once again reinvesting. 5 weapons. All utils.
I agree.
So for that reason, maybe it is going to be an equalizer at the end of this round as well.
Might very well be. You can never count any of these things out. But then again, these teams have shown us that even from a very distant, very far-fetched round, they will be able to find themselves the victory they need. I mean, there's been thrifties all across the boards. So you never know. You really never know. But yeah, right now, it definitely seems like there's gonna be enough opportunities for the side of Asterisk, because this move can definitely be rewarding if they wait long enough before they make their acclaim towards side B from mid and wrapping from main.
You should run.
Okay, its Ash is
Big
gonna be
investments.
a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, very big investment.
Oh my god, it's Ash.
Through the
Randomly
smoke.
connects the shots. Yash on the other corner takes down Arjun.
Okay,
SKJ locked down, but look at Yash,
I
super
see you,
duper
Ash.
low.
Oh no. Oh no, it's Ash. 3 for
As I
himself.
said,
3.
9-9.
Yep.
Xcrew had ultimates, Xcrew had weapons, and they had a lot of utils as well. Look at the util play with those nano swarms. There was nobody who can push in out of the CT spawn area, and that's exactly why Ash every time got a value. And those flashes that came through, even the reveals, it was more than efficient. It was more than effective for them to get a good value in their name. 9-9 is already here, and the next 4 rounds, I don't think so. One particular team is going to get back-to-back 4 rounds in their favor. So again, a very tight-knit competition. Might as well be OT in the near future.
Might very well be. Might very well be. We have 6 rounds to go, and out of those 6, if one of the teams gets 4s, we can think about not going to the OT. Otherwise, it is an OT, and a very welcome one, because the way these two teams have come toe to toe with each other, I'm all for it. But if Asterisk continues to be in such shambles when it comes to their economy, regardless of how amazing Yash has been with those 23 frags on his name, they won't be able to continue long enough to be able to push this to an OT.
Attack pause will be a breather for both the sides. You can plan plot.
Required.
But honestly, it does feel like that Asterix with their buy, whatever they're going to plan, they need to be very on point with their angles. And while you are the attackers, it's a little bit difficult to build on a very good angle from your side and get some points. But this tick pause is not going to be a long one. We are back in the action, guys. Yash, I believe, with that Sheriff, he has found a lot of value for the team, no doubt on that. Once again, they're pushing. It's already a rampant aggression coming in onto the B side, but it's just not working.
Oh,
Look at that.
goodness.
Flags are just getting followed. Silon finds one more. It's Icarus with the shorty, with a mere shorty, the player was able to put him away. Oh my god, what
Sheriff
way?
shot.
He's just trying to run away, escape with a shot step, but instantaneously got compromised as well. Beautiful shots from Silon.
That was just insult to injury. The last one, they just came back down to the same weaponry to take that fight. But well, with the double digits on board, it's definitely one of the rounds where I think Asterisk will have enough economy to be able to invest in the right weapons, but then might not be able to accompany it with the right kind of utils. So is the downfall already starting for them? It's a question. Or will they be able to breathe back an equalizer for themselves? Oh no. Ceylon, you're playing a little bit too much in that smoke.
He knew, he backed out.
Yeah. Realized very
He had
quickly.
an operator. Yeah, 4700 credits is not that easy to let go. Meanwhile, when it comes to River and Yash, look at them. They're flooding the top mid, and then right now it goes to market. A dark cover appointed. River will be the first one to contact. If Goran speaks or if his barrel is visible, maybe there are some wall bankable shots that we are waiting on. Yash, cloud burst, but at the same point, River goes on. Beautiful wall bankable from his own corner. Goran delivers. Arjun, what a beautiful play. But his position was pretty much revealed, so couldn't do much.
Alrighty, here we go again. Rinse and repeat. Ceylon with that operator is definitely gonna find value. He does it with the Blade Storm as well. Gets shut down, but Goranj will be able to follow through. Yet another round for the side of Xcrew. Are we surprised? Maybe a little bit. Just a little bit. After the momentum we saw on Abyss from the side of Asterisk, we were expecting a good enough run. We were expecting
No,
a close
you were
match.
expecting a 2-0, I
but
guess.
that was before Abyss, obviously. But yeah,
No,
I mean,
even after Abyss, you were like, it is going to be Asterisk is gonna win. What about now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we were expecting it to be a completely either one-sided or close match, but still in the favor of Asterisk, continuing with the momentum that they built in Abyss. But
Yeah.
Xcrew is just demolishing all those ideas.
It took some time for Xcrew. They
Yeah.
figured out what was going wrong. 8-4. I mean, remember guys, it was 8-4. Xcrew, when they took the control of the defense sides, I mean, the second half came through. It was an 8-4 scoreline. Just 4 rounds in the favor of Xcrew, and right now they're sitting at 11. 2 more than their counterparts. And what Asterisk was able to get is just a single round so far in the second half. From 8, they came back to 9 mid-range. Beautiful ball bangable shot. Getting connected. Beautiful, beautiful play. Now that Jet is down, entry for Asterisk is going to be equally difficult.
That is true. Without the duelist, you cannot hope for an entry in a map like Ascent that easily. Let's see what.
Spike down mid. 30 seconds left.
Oh no. Ceylon is not even going to give them even enough opportunity to just, fight back. And he has backup support now. If he does die, he will have support. Now the spike is under control as well. Oh no, are you?
There's the retaliation.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Yash came back with an ace. Goranj came back with a knife. And Xcrew is coming back with a win probably.
Probably, yeah. Literally one more round to go for them to call this a day, to call this a series taken home.
Yeah. Whatever they're trying to work with, it's just not working. All the strategies, all those aggressive stances. Xcrew definitely has got a very good idea of what they need to do in order to beat Asterisk at this point. One last round maybe, you never know. And one thing that Xcrew has made sure is either they're going to win or they're going to go to the OT. That's all. No losses for now for the sides of Xcrew. But what about Asterisk? What they need to do is just basically bring in the OT and win that too, which is going to be very, very difficult, I mean.
Every single round from here, Asterisk has to be very, very careful. Cautious. Okay. Ceylon did get hit. He's gonna have to make sure that he's up for the fight. Gonna walk out of here. Not gonna risk that operator. Not gonna risk a man count advantage. More importantly. That suppress will work out favors. There's a trade coming in though, and Asterisk, with the numbers in their advantage, will be able to fight this off better. I don't think the operator is going to be as useful on an A side post plant.
Yeah. The guy who was gatekeeping the door, he can be taken away, and that's exactly what Ceylon did. Xcrew. All they need is just put down the individual who is holding the outer heaven. Then they will have some greater area to fight back with, and that's exactly what they did. But look at this, heaven control has been taken away. Ceylon has got the idea that there is a player holding that angle. Nanosom being destroyed. Icarus. Half diff already, and Icarus goes down. This could be it, and it is done and dusted. 13-9. What a beautiful win coming in from Xcrew. They did everything. They showed us that they are weak as well, vulnerable as well. In the second map, we got to see them faltering down, but at the same point, they showed us that they can knife their opponent. And it was Zoxer, if I'm not wrong, who got knifed from the sides of Rage in the very first map. And after that, there was an ace coming in from Yash in this map, and a knife frag again. No doubt, this team is going miles ahead.
Absolutely. However, whoever's gonna face them next, they just need to know one thing. They don't like Abyss. They do not like Abyss.
Yeah. That's a secret for them. If once again Abyss comes through from the sides of WG, maybe there is a good chance that once again this team is going to struggle. But all said and done, beautiful fights are over. Now let's look at the crucial moments once again so that we can relay them.
Absolutely. Oh, this one has been a roller coaster. The whole first half, it kept feeling like there's going to be a very clean victory coming in from the side of our very beloved Asterisks. But then Xcrew just took it home in a very surprisingly dominant manner towards the second half. Like, as you mentioned before, all the way from 8-4 to 13-9. That's a huge scoreline.
Yeah. That too, starting from 8-4, honestly. Not a beautiful comeback,
Yeah.
honestly. This is truly a comeback which everybody is going to applaud for. Even I believe Asterisk is going to be like, yeah, this one was a worthy win.
Yep.
Beat the operator shots from Ceylon. Because if you see the way the action started, Xcrew was definitely on par with their approaches, be it with the Outlaw or the Spectres. Every single thing. It was just amazing. On point. Trade fires were coming through. Just a single round gone in the hands of Team Asterisk. That is something which nobody was really expecting, because how it all started was basically 8-4. That means from 4 to 13 there was already a 9-round difference. They came back that distance and they just gave no space to their opponent in every single round, be it the backstabs that were working in, the lockdowns that were available, the ultimates that were used from the sides of Xcrew was even more efficient. And there were so many moments where we got to see, with the help of that Sova, they got a lot of info and they were able to deliver the rounds under their control.
True that, true that. Well, the way Xcrew came back into the game was definitely remarkable, but I'm absolutely happy with the way the performance came in from the side of Asterisks as well. I mean, we know that they are a very strong team from the fact that in the last map they were playing 4v5 and still kept winning rounds after rounds. Not gonna take anything away from the team, a very well deserving team for being here. However, they are gonna have to continue their journey on the lower brackets. But yeah, in the upper brackets, we're gonna get to see a little bit more of Xcrew in the next match that they're gonna have up against PUBG Esports, which is gonna be pretty interesting. I cannot wait to see that unfold.
It's gonna be fun, no doubt in that, because PUBG Esports, the way they dominated against their own opponent, 120 FPS, it was just fun. It was just amazing, honestly. But we never really expected that this is how the game is gonna go. Honestly, as you rightly called it out, that once Asterisk was able to win the map of Abyss, we thought that now they're going to just maintain that tempo, bring in some good fights. That is something which was true till the first half was over.
Yep.
Like in the first half of Ascent, we totally got to see Asterisk just getting a lot of big fights under their control, getting some good values. But as soon as the sides were switched, not even a single round was given from the sides of Xcrew that easily. Yes, there was a round that was snagged away, but it was a well fought, and it was down to the last individual which was left. And I believe they also lost their weapon in that particular round.
They did. However, it's definitely looking very clear how the game has unfolded. Yash, I do feel slightly sorry for him. He has literally 310 ACS, 25 kills for himself, but the rest of the team just could not step up as equally. Specifically, I am disappointed by the performance from the side of Doxer in the whole day today. But yeah, this could have been a win for Asterisk. They literally lost short of 4 rounds, even after having Yash doing so much of the heavy lifting. On the other side, though, we do have Itzash being the 20 kill KJ alongside Ceylon, who also contributed equal number of kills. It's just the difference of ACS that's putting him there. And wait a second, okay, even Goranj has 20 kills. What's happening here? Talk about equal contribution.
Yeah. In Abyss, maybe Goranj was undermined, but as you rightly got it out, that in the later phase, in the second half, especially in the last few rounds, Goranj started to pop off, and he continued doing that in this map of Ascent, and it was a brilliant start from the sides of Team.
I agree. I mean, there's definitely quite a few good players from the side of Xcrew, and 3 of them did pop off as competingly very best. On the other hand, I wouldn't even blame Rage or Arjun for getting lower number of frags, because I don't think they even got the opportunity being in a team like that. But yeah, let's take a look at the MVP.
Of the map.
Yeah, it's Yash.
It's Yash. 25, 18, 1. Lack of assists is there, but at the same point,
I
if you
think
see
he's
the whole
also
team
gonna
was
be.
unable to assist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
True that. True that. I think Yash is also gonna be the MVP of the series, even though he belongs to the team that did not make it. I think so. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. It was a 3-map series, and he's been the MVP for 2 maps, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at it. It is Yash. It is, of course, Yash. 62 kills, 50 deaths, and 9 assists. Damage of
10,713
10,000.
damage. Oh my god.
Yesterday, I got to see an individual having more than 10,000, but it was not more than 10,500. So Yash setting up his own records. 3 maps that he played, pretty phenomenal.
17
But yeah,
first
lack of
kills.
team support is pretty evident right now.
Yeah. Man had 17 first kills, which is again quite a big number. I'm not very happy with the ACS, but it's okay. It's okay. There's 62 kills though in the last 3 maps. I mean, the first map was not even a very long played map. It was very short lived altogether. Haven was not a map that got trailed along for a really long time period. So yeah, I'm impressed by his performance. I do feel sorry for him, but then again, the fact that they have their run still continuing in the lower brackets is good enough. And Yash has made his spot up here, kicking off NV2K.
Yeah.
Nice
The
establishment
fact is,
there. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Yash has got his spot right here, but at the same point, we have to remember this, that Karaman and his teammate NV2K are still there in the mix. They are fighting in the upper bracket finals. They are once again going to reclaim that throne. But what Asterisk is facing right now is failing to qualify to the top spot to the upper bracket finals, and they are dropped to the bottom, that is the lower bracket. So maybe there is a good chance that Celestial Esports is also going to fight back, figure out something different from their own corner. I know that Celestial Esports as a team, there were a lot of lack of team coordination, and eventually that synergy issue was pretty evident on day number 1, but still believe that it can improve along the way. Tomorrow, whenever we get to see that action, we'll get to see how Celestial Esports is going to fight back against the names of the leaderboard. Yes, level up leaderboard, guys. Ceylon, he has taken the 3rd spot. Karamel is down at the 4th spot, and yeah, the difference is not that much. Look at this.
By 0.2 points, Ceylon is gonna be dethroning Karamel from the top 3. I mean, yes, as you just mentioned about the most MVPs, it's going to be the same story here. Karamel does have a longer run altogether because he belongs to the team that is sustaining in the upper brackets. But being in the lower brackets also gives you the chance to play one extra game if you do end up coming all the way back to the finals. So you might be able to go ahead and claim that points. But yeah, even after having the most number of kills in the least number of maps, Karamel is not going to be in the top 3. Slightly disheartening, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Let's talk about some more stats. Oh, even before that, brackets. Yeah, there are a lot of changes out right here. Celestial Esports have found their own opponents, and that is Asterisk. And at the same point, 120 FPS. They've also dropped down. All thanks to what WG Esports did. A 2-0 against them. Now, the next battle that we are going to witness tomorrow would be probably lower bracket round 2. And it is going to be fun because both the teams that have dropped down, they would love to come back. They would love to at least survive till the lower bracket round 3 and then finals and more into the grands as well. It's going to be a big journey from here for Asterisk for 120 FPS, but even bigger of a journey for Aravata and Celestial because they were the first 2 teams to drop into the lower bracket round 1. So I don't know how they're going to come back tomorrow, but so far the bracket looks good because in the upper bracket finals, WG Esports and Xcrew are already waiting for their own action.
True that. Very soon we will have couple more very interesting matches coming on for us, which is going to be pretty exciting to watch because the lower bracket matches are even more interesting than the upper bracket ones because the stakes are higher. You risk literally falling out of the contest altogether and not just being pushed to a different bracket. So I think that's going to be pretty exciting to see how these teams go forward, and both the teams that did lose today, they will have their redemption chances tomorrow and might just end up facing each other to try and fight to get to the top position back into the grand finals. So it's definitely going to be a fun one.
Yeah, definitely. There is a lot of things that might happen, might not happen. But yeah, guys, tomorrow we'll get to see the lower bracket round 2 action. Timings will be similar, 12 and 3 p.m. I believe. So stay tuned, mark your calendars, and make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Well, this is the Esports Club Presents Showdown Series, Season 6 of Valorant, powered by Crucial by Macron. And our GP1 is Zoda Gaming, and at the same point, media partner is Gossip.gg. We'll be signing off for today. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, the action will be even more amazing because there will be a fight for survival. Bye-bye for now.
When are you gonna upgrade your system? Alright, let's do this.
Once there was a hunter who saw what others could not. With a magic case in her backpack, she roamed with wild abandon into the great unknown. Her gaze inescapable, her reflexes lightning fast. When armies swarmed, she went through. With eyes open wide, hands steady, holding, watching, capturing everything in sight.
The Crucial Pro DDR5 RAM kit comes with a sleek, modern look that will complement any build. But aesthetics aside, it's the performance that really matters. So let's dive into it. The default JEDEC timings are 46, 45, 45, but it does come with 2 XMP and Expo settings for those looking for a little more performance. With XMP 3.0 Profile 1, you can push the speed up to 5600 mega transfers per second. If you prefer a slightly lower speed but tighter timings, Profile 2 offers 5200 mega transfers per second at 42, 42, 42 timings. We've run some benchmarks and stress tests to give you an idea of how it performs. In general, dropping the speed and tightening the timings with the second XMP/Expo profile yielded better results for us on our test system. Paired with a Ryzen 7800X 3D, we saw anywhere from a 1 to 5% performance bump depending on workloads. All in all, the Crucial Pro DDR5 64GB RAM kit by Micron is a fantastic choice for first-time builders and enthusiasts alike.